It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone. This is our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, last time we talked, we were talking about the fall sports program. It continues. We will have girls golf championship this weekend. Is that possible?
Yeah, the tournament kicks off, Coach, and it's a short tournament, short season, but yeah, the girls golf sectionals across the state will begin this weekend. And then 3 weeks after that, we're going to celebrate state championship at Prairie View Golf Course in Carmel, Indiana. Been our home for quite a while, and incredible venue with golf. And again, it's fun to watch these kids participate on the highest stage that we have in the state, and they're going to do well.
I have played that course. It was not very nice to me, or maybe it had something to do with my inability to play. But it's a magnificent course, and I think it just continues what our student athletes in Indiana have is the ability to play in some and on some of the greatest facilities, not only in our state but in the Midwest and in the country.
No question, Coach, and we try to sell that ever. We don't. It's also about the venue, incredible venues, but with every one of those venues comes along an incredible partner. And it's the staff there at Prairie View Golf Course. They understand high school golf, and they put on a state preview, and they give the kids opportunities to play there outside of the state championship series. And then, every tournament that we walk through when we get to our state championship venues, we walk into those facilities with relationships with, the Pacers and the Fever and the Colts, and, we're the Ball State where volleyball will be this year. And then it's just different in Indiana, and I'm just happy that we get to celebrate these kids and what they do here in this state.
These are lifetime memories for kids, their families, their friends, and that's why it's so important to always keep uppermost in your minds that this is about the student-athlete experience, which is one of the things that I'm proud to say I appreciate most about the IHSAA.
Yeah, thanks, Coach. And that's one thing that we really want to always remain keenly focused on is those experiences. And you've heard me say before that I know you think this and I think this, but when I got to put on that North Posey Viking jersey when I was in high school, it meant something. And it meant something for me for the rest of my life, what I was able to learn and be part of that community. I often talk about the lessons that I learned were profound, but then they transferred to the rest of my life. And so that's what happens every day at the high schools across the state.
Week number 4 of the high school football season coming up Friday, October the 13th is the pairing show as we march toward Lucas Oil Stadium. It is moving quickly. It
is, Coach. I mean, we always say it. We talked about it a couple short weeks ago. Don't blink, and we'll be sitting at Thanksgiving weekend at Lucas Oil Stadium, and it's here. We're almost to the halfway point of the season. Teams are still fine-tuning, figuring out what they have for the tournament, and it'll be fun. But the pairing show, they need to get ready, Coach, because you and Paul Condry will do a phenomenal job of laying out this state tournament and a lot of insight too when we have our pairing show about what to expect within the tournament. And again, one of those other things that are special about Indiana.
Special about Indiana this time of year, the weather's starting to change, leaves are starting to change, but you know where you're going to be on Friday nights this time of year.
That's exactly right. I'll start looking at the games here soon, and I'll be sitting on a sideline somewhere here on this Friday night coming up here.
He's the commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig, and we talk to him every week about all things IHSAA related. Get out, support your local student athletes in your community, and do it the right way. Don't forget to join us next week. Paul, have a great week. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks, Coach, and looking forward to our next opportunity to discuss IHSAA sports.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
And good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and welcome to Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, streaming worldwide on the internet at facebook.com/Region Sports, RSN YouTube, regionsports.com, and IHSAA TV.com. We come to you tonight from Valparaiso High School as the Region Sports Network presents the Chesterton Trojans taking on our 4th-ranked Valparaiso Vikings. Michael Brenner here on site here at Valparaiso, and I'm here with my guy, the coach, Doug Nelson. Coach, I haven't worked with anybody else more than you in the Region Sports Network, so always good to be back with you.
Of course, I enjoy it every time. I look forward to it, and I enjoy it, and I appreciate Chris having me. But we're in for a good one here tonight, I think. You know, this is one of those games where you kind of throw the records out the window and all the standings, and a little bit of personal grudge between the sidelines here.
This is always a fun rivalry matchup between Chesterton and Valparaiso. You call it the Battle of the Bait Shop, right?
I love that.
I think we might have to come. We'll talk to the papers of record down the way, and we'll start giving it an official name, and we'll give you credit for sponsored by Doug Nelson.
Yeah, we got to get a T-shirt or something going.
We'll call our guys.
Play for some lures or something.
There you go. All right, and we can hang them outside
hanging on that
see what we catch.
That jug thing they got up there.
Yeah, there you go. So you got two teams coming in 3-1 on the year. Valpo 2-0 in DAC play. Chesterton 1-1 in DAC competition. They got the win against LaPorte, lost against Michigan City. We always talk about in this DAC, especially for football, there's always those tiers, but I feel like that tier has gotten smaller in terms of what that upper echelon looks like. Would you agree with that?
Sure. I could say it's probably one team right now, Mike. I mean, to be honest, I think it's Crown Point, but like you're talking about that middle tier, I think it's getting bigger.
That's what I'm looking at.
I mean, you got Maryville, who I think is really good. You got these two teams, Valpo and Chesterton. You got, as we mentioned, Lake Central getting better. Mm-hmm. Coach Richards is doing a good job at Portage, getting those guys turned around.
That's who I was going to give a lot of credit to. Yeah. I know they're still fighting through DAC play here. They're 0-2, but getting off to that 2-0 start for the year gave a lot of doubters about this Portage team. But I mean, kind of tough games right off the bat for Portage. And do you have the list of who they've got tonight? Did you see?
I don't have it on.
Okay, we'll double check that.
Oh, you're right. They got Crown Point.
They got Crown Point tonight, so that's going to be another tough start. But, that's a team that's turning a corner, and I think as you said, that's what I was trying to allude to is like that middle tier is really becoming kind of the tier because that's where everyone's going to be bunched up.
Well, the problem is too when you have a team like a Lake Central or a Portage that are trying to reestablish themselves. Everyone else is not going to sit and wait. You know what I mean?
Correct.
They're still going. You know, Crown Point's got rolling with Coach Bazia and his staff. Valpo here in Chesterton are both established coaching staffs with programs that are year in and year out that are solid. So the team's trying to catch up. It's a struggle. It's an uphill climb.
Yeah, and it's always fun in the Duneland Athletic Conference. No night is an easy night. You might look at some teams and say, okay, this should be, but there's no guarantee on any particular Friday night. And we're glad that you're with us here tonight. Special evening tonight and tomorrow here at Valparaiso. They're honoring some members of their Hall of Fame class. We'll talk about them over the course of the evening as well. I believe they're going to be here at halftime tonight. I'm not 100% sure, but if they are, we'll make sure we tune you into that and get you a chance to see some of those Hall of Famers and the greats of yesteryear. And I always love when we get to be a part of, or at least witness or something like that, some of the teams and athletes. And it's not just from, what they consider the big three, the football, basketball, baseball teams. It's tennis, it's swimming, it's gymnastics or whatever the case may be. It's the coaches that have been here for years. I love to be able to see that.
Well, I think any time a school makes an effort to bring those people back into the athletic program and honor them and show respect for what they've done, I think that's a great thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You want to talk about roots. You want to talk about that's your hometown. That's what it's all about. I mean, to come back to your school and show your kids, hey, that's my banner. That's my sectional championship or that kind of thing. And that goes a long way in a community.
Well, and especially when you can bring people that, one, are still active in the community and go, oh, hey, look, there's so-and-so. I know I still go back and I look through, when I walk the halls over at Lake Central, I look at some of the names and I'm like, hey, wait, I work with that person. I didn't realize they were in the Hall of Fame. And then I go to tell my students, I'm like, hey, did you know so-and-so is part of the Lake Central Hall of Fame? And that's just for example. I mean, obviously there have been so many great athletes that have come through, Chesterton and Valparaiso, and Valpo honoring their Hall of Famers here this weekend. It's always a special thing, and then these guys get to see that. Like, I want to be that one day.
Yeah, Valpo's been blessed. They really have. You know what I mean? Some of the people being honored tonight, Jim Kroll, he played for the Phillies a little bit. Mm-hmm. You got Bryce Drew, you got Tim Bishop, you got all of those people, that just roll off the tongue here in this community, and they're, like you said, they're just honored. I mean, Jeff Samardzija, Robbie Hummel. I mean, you could go on and on.
And I believe I saw a posting. I didn't follow up on this, so that's this is bad reporting on my part. But one of the coaches here from Valpo, the longtime basketball coach, might be up for eligibility for the Indiana Basketball Hall of Fame potentially.
Yeah,
some of the
Bob Hunter.
Yeah, and I believe like Robbie Hummel and some of those guys were there, like speaking on his behalf to try to get him in. So how cool is that when you get your players to come back and honor you as well? Like
I saw a thing with Scott Martin, who played at Purdue and Notre Dame, and he coached at Notre Dame a little bit. And those guys, to have your guys vouch for you, that's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
Well, I will vouch for you any day of the week.
Well, I appreciate that.
That's just because there's nobody else to vouch for.
And the McDonald's line's long right now. So.
All right, we are getting set here for the opening kickoff on the Region Sports Network. An absolutely glorious night for football. We'll give you that Economy Electric Heating and Cooling game night forecast here in just a moment. But another thing too, and I was at Chesterton week 1. This is my third time having Valpo here and second time here at Valpo. But I tell you what, you got two fan bases too. We talk about the Hobarts. We talk about the Lowells in terms of the electricity that comes with those crowds. Valpo and Chesterton bring that kind of energy to their sport, to their franchises as well.
Well, again, this is one of those rivalries that about 15 minutes away from each other.
Right.
Down the
we got fireworks off in the distance as Valpo makes their way out onto the field. I mean, you don't see this too many other places, Coach.
No, we got a great view of it. And, we kind of talked about it, and that's amazing. But, I hope the kids appreciate it. Like you said, it doesn't happen everywhere.
Right.
Enjoy it, appreciate it, go check it out. But, Valpo's one of those communities that find ways to put people in the seats. We had how many little kids doing cheers before the game? They're everywhere.
Awesome.
It's like they're spawning. They're everywhere. But they just find a way to have community support, and that makes it fun for the players on the field.
Yeah, it is the best. And, this is not to knock on Chesterton does a phenomenal job as well.
Sure.
Think about a community that has had a lot of success in their sporting events as well, and that community comes out and shows out. And they're going to be here tonight. I mean, they're pretty I haven't really seen the opposing side that packed here at Valpo like I'm seeing right now. I mean, they've got a pretty good student section over there as well. Looks like they're having like the blackout maybe night, a lot of different themes. There's the whiteout, the blackout, the neon night, the USA night.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find, and it looks like both sides may be having the blackout party. So
we got a blackout.
Yeah, I'm trying to look at the Valpo side here as well. They've got the all black gear on.
We've also been blessed with pretty nice weather, so far this season, and we haven't had the sleet and rain yet. But now's the time to get out and enjoy a ball game and support your student athletes that are working hard for you.
There is no question about it. All right, we're going to step aside for just a moment as the Chesterton Trojans make their way out onto the field. We're going to step aside. You are watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stand for the honor of all those who protect their freedom.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strack & Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strack & Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strackandvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowd Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowd Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
And we welcome you back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brenner here along with the coach, Doug Nelson. Happy for you to join us here on a beautiful night for football on Friday nights. As the fans filing into their seats, we'll have the captains here to come out to center field. We do have some breaking news to share with you. What we believed would be starting quarterback Brady McCormick will not be participating in tonight's game due to injury. So CJ Perez will be the starting quarterback for the Chesterton Trojans. Never fun when you have to go down via injury, coach, but the unfortunate thing, well, it's fortunate but unfortunate at the same time. There's always that next person up.
Yeah, I got the report from my son Nathan, who's all the way out in California, and you just feel sorry. You feel so bad for the family. Wally McCormick's an assistant coach, and we've known Wally a long time, and and Brady, just a you couldn't ask for a better kid,
Yeah.
So we hope the best for him and hope he can get healthy and get better. But Coach Peterson, and you have to kind of plan for something like that. It's next man up. But we hope the best for Brady. But CJ Perez is going to step up, and it's his turn.
So it looked like Chesterton will get the ball first,
Officials for tonight's game.
I believe, because I thought I saw our guy Andy Simpson out there with the white hat on, doing the little receiving notion for Chesterton. That's how they're lining up. Let's take a look at our Economy Electric Heating and Cooling game day forecast. It is a very comfortable 77 degrees outside here tonight in Valparaiso. Just a couple of clouds in the sky, but that sun is setting just ahead of us here at the press box. So that's your Economy Electric Heating and Cooling game night forecast, keeping you cool in the summer and cozy in the winter. Our officials tonight, we mentioned Andy Simpson, our head referee, Chris Walsh, the umpire, Christopher Walsh, the back judge, Joe Gayor is the line judge, and then another one of our guys, Kevin Mikesell, is the head linesman.
Good crew there tonight.
It is a phenomenal crew tonight. Kicking things away for the Vikings will be Drayden Wilcox, number 82. And back to receive for Chesterton. We've got number 12. CJ Perez is out there to return. Or is that 13? That might be a 13. I thought it was 12. So Andrew Govea out there to return, along with, I believe that's number 1. Which is Gus Wish. And we're underway here on a beautiful Friday night as Wish will take that one in the end zone. Thought about coming out, but he'll take it for a touchback to get things started here tonight. So for the Chesterton Trojans, we believe it's going to be CJ Perez in at the quarterback position. Andrew Govea is your halfback. Patrick Mochin, Caden Summer, Gus Wish and Louis Raffin, your receiving core. Tyler Nebius, Hunter Buza, Carlos Leon, Ryan Gray, Braxton Ozug, and Dylan Bradford on the offensive line. Dylan Bradford, your tight end today, as we get things started from the 20-yard line. Again, C.J. Perez in at quarterback. He will hand off to Govea off to the left side, kind of running up the middle, and he will be down at about the 24.5-yard line.
Yeah, tonight might be one of those nights where Govea touches it 25 to 30 times, and they're going to keep the clock rolling and try to have a little ball possession, and Berta from Valpo is going to touch it a lot. So, as soon as we guess that, they're going to start throwing the thing all over the place. But it could be a ball control kind of night.
2nd down and 5. They do mark it at the 25 officially, so a 5-yard run for Govea. Snap, handoff again, trying to run through the middle, through that offensive line. He'll pick up a few more. Near that 1st down marker, might be just a yard shy. So this is 3rd down and manageable, Coach.
Yeah, that's where you want to be, especially with Perez. And you kind of wondered how the game plan would change with McCormick not being out there tonight. But they're pretty confident in Perez, and they trust what he's going to, in his decisions he's making.
Govea, 101 rushes coming into tonight for 603 yards, 3 touchdowns on the year. And now it's 3rd down and 1. Valpo looking for their first stop of the night, and Chesterton looking for their first down. The snap, handoff to Govea again. Did the forward progress put him at the 30? It certainly looks like it did. And that'll be a Four Seasons mechanical first down, the 1-yard run for the running back.
Yeah, he got that forward push, right? That offensive line of Chesterton did its job, and they got a good spot. It's kind of, if you look where they put the ball, Mike, it's not where they marked it. You see where it's at? Look where the ball is.
It's right on the 30-yard line, it looks like.
You know what I mean?
But they were ahead of that 30-yard line, it looked like.
Yeah, the line judge on the far side was a little above the 30-yard line, but they'll take the first down.
Yeah, they don't care, they move the sticks. That's what they're going to care about. So back to a first down. Four Seasons mechanical first down for Chesterton. Give to Govea again on the left side this time, and he'll push forward for another 5 yards. You're in for a long night if you keep doing this, but you keep getting positive yardage.
Yeah, Brendan Gagnon in on the tackle there for Valpo, but if they're getting 3 or 4 yards a pop, why not? Like I said, I think he's going to touch it a lot tonight, and the longer they can keep that Valpo offense off the field, the better that is for the Trojans.
Also makes it easier for me to do stats.
Yeah.
Without having to take my shoes off.
Don't do that.
2nd and 5 from the 35. There's the snap. Handoff again. This time up the middle. Again, getting that positive yardage. Maybe another 4 yards. So it's a repeat of that first part of the drive. Get up to the 39-yard line. Another pickup of 4.
Yeah, he got stood up that time. Again, number 11. Brendan Gagnon, in on the bottom of that pile. But he kind of got stood up, and this is another 3rd and short. This is where they want to be. And Perez will pull it. He'll pull it and run. You watch that. That will come here at some point tonight.
5 plays, 5 runs for the Trojans, all to Andrew Govea. It's 3rd down and 1 from the 39. Handoff again. This time it's more yardage as he gets tackled and wrapped up right around the 45-yard line. That's a big pickup. But it's another Four Seasons mechanical first down for the Trojans.
Yeah, Govea kind of bounced it outside that time. The first few times it was kind of between the tackles, right off the center's hip. He kind of bounced outside a little bit, got off that tight end, and that was a great job of getting that big 3rd down.
So 6 plays, 27 yard for Govea here on this one from the 47 now. Handoff left side again. And this time gets it up to midfield. So we pick up of 3 yards on this run.
Yeah, that was number 6, Max Soffin for Chesterton again. Why put it in the air if you're getting 3 or 4 yards a pop? These are like body blows. Mike, we've talked about this. You kind of soften up the middle of that defense, pull the safeties in, and maybe eventually you take a shot. But why mess with it right now? You don't have to.
Absolutely. It's working. So this will be 2nd down and 7 here from midfield, right at the 50. Handoff. Govea runs to the right side. He gets across the 45-yard line and right about a yard shy of that first down marker.
Yeah, again, 3rd and short, but number 17, Tice Morris, a senior, 6 foot, 160-pound back for Valpo, had the task of pulling Gavia down that time, but he's getting to that second level. You know,
Yes.
If the defensive backs are making the tackles, the offensive line's doing their jobs.
So 3rd down and 1 again. They've already picked up 2 first season's mechanical first downs. And we've got a bad snap, and Valpo may have fallen on it. And it is. It's Valpo ball.
Ball security, number 48.
For the Vikings, that's Ben Fedorchak. Picks up that fumble.
Yeah, right place, right time. Fedorchak knows for the ball. I remember his name from last year, Mike. He's all over the place.
So the Vikings will start at the 47-yard line. And we'll give you the offensive players there, and we'll give you the defensive players as well in just a moment. But Kellen Hosick takes the first snap, and it's to Thomas Berta, who runs to the left side on that left hash marker there and gets to about the 49-yard line, so a pickup, and officially they started at the 48-yard line, I beg your pardon. So he picks up 1 yard on the play.
So number 77, Tyler Nevlis, 6'3" junior, in on that tackle. But yeah, I think you're going to see more of the same.
So from that, go ahead, Doug.
No, I was just going to say for the Vikes, I think they're going to hammer away on the ground.
A lot of running threats here as Hosick gets it to his right side. Berna running through the holes, breaking through the tackles, and gets across the 45-yard line. Just shy of a first down, about 2 yards shy of the first down.
Yeah, the tackler over there was hanging on for dear life, wasn't he? It was if he breaks that tackle, he might be gone.
I believe it was going to be, yeah. So they have it in between the 44 and the 45-yard line there. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know last year that Mr. 3rd down was Julian Stokes, number 1. I don't see him out there right now.
He's also been a big part of that offense. Might be on the far side of the field. Handoff, Berta again. I believe he's going to be short on this 3rd down.
This is go for it here. No, I don't see Stokes out there, Mike, but
we'll have to check on that.
This is one of those analytics. You see a lot of NFL teams going for this 4th and 3. Are they going to punt? Or are they going to go big guys?
It looks like they are sending.
They are punting.
They are going to send the punt unit out. And that's
wow.
Still Drayden Wilcox.
Coach said you can take your analytics. We're playing safe here.
You stay up here in the broadcast booth, sir.
I guess so. My video game, we're going for it, Mike. There's no doubter. With a running back like they have.
I say you figure you're 4th and 2. So the punt is away.
Oh,
it actually hit someone in the back.
That's Valpo ball.
That's going to be Valpo ball. That hit number 5 for Chesterton in the back. It's Logan Chestovich.
It looked like number 33 from Valpo, Sam Thorgren, picked it up.
Man, I tell you what, Coach Marshall could not have drawn that up better.
That's just how they work on it, right? That's just how they practice it. Kick it off the guy with his back to you.
Oh, my gosh.
And we're going to pick it up.
Well, he says, I don't need to pick up the first down. I'm just going to hit the guy in the back.
Yeah, we work on that, I guess.
Unbelievable. Well, when you got Lady Luck on your side.
Yeah.
So they're going to pick it up at the 10-yard line officially here?
Looks like the 10.
The ball was caught by the receiving team, then recovered by the kicking team. The ball is Valparaiso, first down.
So Viking ball here at the 10. Kellen Hosick with Berta right behind him. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. Here's the snap. Gives to Berta. Berta runs ahead, gets a couple of yards. Maybe even just 1 yard here, it looks like. Up to the 9.
This is a battle of big bodies here, Mike, right? I mean, those trenches, that's a war in there right now.
So the best friends of Kellen Hosick today, Caleb Sharp on the left side, DeAndre Price, Alex Burkett, Caden Reeder, Peyton Barrera, and the tight end, Keegan Bagley. Your receivers today, Julian Stokes, Damari Gordon, Jordan Saigon, and then Austin McKenzie. Keep an eye on him, Coach. He had a fun game last week.
They got him spread out on that far side.
Thomas Berta.
He's outside.
I believe it was number 6 that ended up picking that one up. That's going to be Jacob. Was that Jacob Moore out there that had that ball?
Yeah, number 6.
He had 2 interceptions in last week's game.
I thought that was very well defended by Chesterton. Number 21, Jude Palm was in on that, but they did a great job of turning it back toward the middle, not letting him turn the outside corner.
Jacob Moore trying to pull a little trickery there. Puts the ball on the 5-yard line. Picks up 4 yards. Berta just to the left of Hosick. There's the snap. Looking left. Throwing left, and it's incomplete. McKenzie was the intended target. Austin McKenzie had himself a phenomenal game. He stands 5'6", 160 pounds, Coach, and he had a heck of a game last week against Michigan City.
I thought that was very well defended. The Valpo quarterback had double, triple clutch there. It was supposed to be a quick slant, and they kind of took it away. They kind of bodied him up and tried to turn him to the outside. Wilcox is on for the field goal, correct?
Nope, this is Trevor Fonder.
Oh.
Fonder is on for the field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it is good for the first points of the game as Trevor Fonder gets the snap from the long snapper Sam Thorgren, and then Troy Danzy is your holder. So it's 3-0 Valpo. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
If you work with industrial, pneumatics, or hydraulics, and you're in need of maintenance or repair, you need the right connection. For over 20 years, Hose Connections in Hammond has been the premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop for sales and service of pneumatics and hydraulics. Hose Connections continues to grow their network of industry contacts, which allows them to meet even your toughest expectations. To learn more, visit HoseConnectionsInc.com. Hose Connections in Hammond. Proven under pressure.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. We got a Quintel kickoff here. This kickoff and all kickoffs are presented by Quintel Incorporated, specializing in the reconditioning, repairing, and remanufacturing of heat exchangers. So Valpo will kick this away with a 3-0 lead. That one will bounce and roll inside the 5, picking it up, and now trying to run and try to head out across the 10-yard line for Chesterton. That was Gus Wish. So we will start at about the 13 or 14-yard line, it looks like, for the Chesterton Trojans, who had a really nice methodical drive.
Yeah, again, they were moving the ball very well, but you got to when you're trying to beat the number 1 team on their field, you got to handle the football. Lango's Pizza has been a favorite since 1979, serving Northwest Indiana from 3 locations: Highland, Cherville, and Crown Point. Enjoy pizza, sandwiches, and more. Dine in or carry out. Order online at langospizza.com. Lango's Pizza, the official pizza of the Region Sports Network.
Phenomenal job, sir.
I thought that was pretty good.
It was awesome.
That was better than normal.
Very proud of you.
I have not been practicing that.
Let him read it for the last hour and a half that we've been here.
Okay.
All right, handoff again, this time right up the middle and pushing through that pile. What a pickup here for the running back, Govea.
Yeah, again, move the pile. He's a big boy.
So they started at the 14. It's still shy of a first down. They're up to the 23-yard line. Is that 22, excuse me?
Yeah, they got him at 6'1", 200 pounds, a junior. You know, it's hard. You got him and Berta, who might be 1 and 2 for running backs here in this conference.
Yeah, no question about it. Again, Govea again. Running up the middle, getting close to that first down marker, up to the 25, and it looks to be a first down, or they haven't signaled to move the sticks yet.
Yeah, the line judge on the far side is beyond the boundary.
Yep,
so
now they're moving them.
There you go.
So he picked up 3 yards on that play as they got to the 24, so it's actually up to the 25, so that should be good. So 3 more yards for Govea. Gives him I got him up to 44 on 9 rushes.
God, that's so much math on a Friday night. I'm glad you're doing. You got a calculator. You look at you.
I haven't. It didn't even turn on.
You got a solar calculator, and it's dark in here.
It didn't even turn on. And passes it out to the flat. Clock will keep running here. That first pass of the day completed to number 6 for the Trojans. That's Max Stoffen.
And number 47, Brody Wheeler, in on that tackle. 6'1" sophomore linebacker from Valpo. Flying around.
Where did they mark? Did they keep it at the 25, so really no gain on the play?
Yeah. Is that their first pass attempt?
That was their first pass attempt.
Maybe of the game?
It was.
No. Valpo threw it down there toward the goal line.
Yes, they did. Flanked on both sides. C.J. Perez gives off, runs up the middle, and gets up to the 30-yard line on this run. We have a flag in the middle of all that. And this will be our first penalty of the game. And it comes with 1:10 left here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was sophomore Max Soflin on a carry, 5'11". 160.
Roughing on the defense. Carries up and a first down.
So the penalty is against Valparaiso. I didn't hear what they...
Did he say roughing?
That's what I thought I heard.
It's 15 yards?
You know, last week I made a comment. I was joking when I said it, but I said, it's 2024. Can we start getting these places mic'd up and wired up for the officials? And look at that. We've got it now.
Valpo's one of those schools, right? They're going to be ahead of the curve when it comes to technology with their big new scoreboard and fireworks. And
I was going to say, I was joking when I said it, but
they heard you.
But somebody heard me.
I said, we got to keep Brandner happy. Golly, not him.
I'm not, I'm a simple man. Handoff Govea, run into that left side of the pile in between the hashtags.
Govea runs up the middle for a gain of about 3.
So picks up around 3 yards, so we'll put him up at the 47-yard line. We got about 36 seconds left to go.
Yeah, one more play in the quarter probably. But they're just going to continue to hammer away that big offensive line.
Yeah, keeping it on the ground here. There's about 2 seconds difference between play clock and game clock, so they are going to have to run another play. So from the 48-yard line, second down and 7.
He jumped.
And we have movement on the line.
If you're Chesterton, you just can't have those self-inflicted mistakes tonight. Little antsy. He got a little antsy.
Well, it's only their first penalty of the night. We've only seen, through basically a quarter, having only 2 penalty markers down, it's pretty impressive for me.
Yeah, we'll take that for a high school game, right?
A couple weeks ago when I was here for the Valpo Andrean game, it was like flags every third play.
Yeah.
So the clock will run, and that will end the first quarter with Valparaiso on top 3-0 against the Chesterton Trojans, but the Trojans are putting up a fight early on here and moving that football. We'll step aside. You're watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Tech Checking Plus from Tech Credit Union offers everything you'd expect from a checking account. Plus, you'll earn one of their best dividend rates for maintaining a higher account balance. Currently, 4.85% annual percentage yield. No need to choose between easy access to funds or earning a better dividend. Tech Checking Plus gives you both. Visit techcu.org, contact any branch, or call 800-276-8324 to learn more. Tech Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. Rates may change without notice.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brenner here along with the coach, Doug Nelson.
And that winning red ticket number is 3-0.
Yeah, again, we talked about it, Mike, but when you're playing, when you're the underdog on paper, on the road, you got to take care of the football, and those breaks got to go your way. And right now, momentum's kind of facing toward toward Valpo, even though Chesterton was able to hold them to a field goal. I really like the Chesterton defense. I was kind of doing some work during the week, and I was like, these defenses are normally statistically stronger than what they've done this year. They've given up some points this year.
Yeah, Chesterton, giving up about 15 points a game, only scoring about 23 points a game. And we'll start second down and 12 after that penalty. So the ball was on the 40, it's on the 43 that backed it up.
Yep. His number 48, Ben Fedorchak, in on that tackle, 6' junior. Came up with that fumble earlier, but yeah, he's going to be in a lot of piles tonight, and he's one of those names that are always around the football.
And then Gouveia ran that one, right?
Correct.
For 2 more yards?
Correct.
Okay, so I've got him for 11 carries for 49 yards on the day.
Third and about 9.5 here.
That looks about right. How about me doing the math?
That was it.
And off Gouveia again. He's going to get stopped up. Actually, you know what? It's a quarterback keep off to the right side and very close to that first down marker for C.J. Perez.
Yeah, I knew at some point Gouveia was going to keep it. That defense is really biting on Gouveia. They're really keying on him. It looks like Chesterton's going to go for it here in fourth and 2.
Well, we questioned the 4th down call before, so Perez picks up about 9 yards or 8 yards on the play.
This might be a pooch kick. I think Gouveia just left the field. This is number 7, Mike. Number 7's the quarterback, Caden Summer. I wonder if they're going to go for it here or pooch it. No, he's keeping it.
They're going to go, and they're going to go on the left side, and that's where they're going to pick up.
He got it.
That first down.
Kind of a wildcat look. Just something else.
Again, yep.
Yeah, that was a keeper though. That was a keeper to the quarterback, wasn't it? I think he kept it. He did not hand it off.
But I believe it was Gouveia that.
No, it was number 7.
Oh, 7 cat. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's Caden Summer.
Yeah, he's under. He's in the pistol here. Or actually now he's back in the slot. Gouveia
So now up to the 44-yard line. Running again here. Gouveia gets up to the 41, it looks like.
Gouveia up the middle for about 4 yards.
That just it's a show of credit of the depth of Chesterton. So far they've had 2 quarterbacks, and with McCormick unfortunately out with an injury. You know, it's interesting to see how much preparation, again, like they said, when you have to change quarterbacks, how does that change your game plan?
So now second down on the 41-yard line. Looking to pass out to the right, and it is intercepted. No, they said no.
No, incomplete.
Is that what they're?
No, he called it.
Oh, he did call it. We have a region replay of that one.
Number 11, Mike.
So 11 for Valparaiso. Brendan Gagan with his second interception of the season.
What a play. He snipped out that screen play to the right side. Made a play on the ball. You know, in a big game again like this, you need playmakers. You need guys to make plays, and so far Valpo's doing that.
So Valpo will start with this one on the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10. That's how it helped them win in their game last week as Hosick throws to the right side. Pass is incomplete. It was in the hands of the receiver. Looked like Austin McKenzie there, and just kind of fell out as he made contact with the ground. So first pass from Hosick of the night goes incomplete.
I think initially he had the ball. You know, he initially had it, but like you said, when he came contact with the defender in the ground, he kind of lost control of the ball.
So trying to get a first season's mechanical first down. I don't have Valpo is getting a first down. They've scored. They don't have a first down yet in this game. So second down and 10 from the 47. from the 46, excuse me. Hosick looking to throw again, this time up the middle. Looking for McKenzie, and he gets him down to that right hash mark. Down inside the 20, big pickup. And that's a Four Seasons Mechanical first down.
Yeah, Berger bellied out to the right. Quarterback faked the right side and kind of pulled the safeties up, and McKenzie was just taken off to the races. So a great throw. Put it in a spot where only he could catch it.
So big pickup there for the Valparaiso Vikings. Certainly the biggest play of this game. 28 yards on that completion. So first down here from the 18. Hosick keeps, throws to the right side, pass is incomplete. The intended target for Valparaiso, Keegan Bagley, the tight end. He's got 6 catches for 51 yards on the season.
It's kind of interesting also, the cat and mouse game. They know, Valpo knows that Chesterton's keen on Berta, right? So they got to find a way to score, move the ball otherwise. Chesterton's really stuffing that box. Right now they got 7 people up in there in tight, so.
Well, that's what Michigan City last week did a really good job of stopping the run, but Kellen Hosick, he can run and he can also throw the ball. As Berta here, oh no, it's kept by Hosick, and he's going to get sacked in the backfield.
Yeah, again, they're just bringing the pressure.
A lot of defensive players in there on that one. Peyton Schlabowski, Adam Couric, Owen Edlin, your defensive line. Benny Rivera, Lucas Anderson, Josh Davis, Roberto Stabilito, your linebackers, Xander Condor, Chase Staubis, Cole Richards, and Jude Palm, your backfield.
Look, number 80, Michael Roan was in on that.
So that knocks him back to the 23-yard line. Hosick stepping up, pressure coming, pass tipped in the air, and it'll fall to the ground. Oh my goodness, that was almost tipped in the air and could have been picked off. I couldn't see what number it was out there that tipped it.
Is that number 10?
It looked like maybe 10 or it was Chase Staubis out there.
Looks like I hit him right in the face mask.
That's what, yeah.
Right in the worst spot, right?
Probably wasn't expecting to have it there, and we'll have from the 30 yards. This is looking like a 40-yard field goal attempt, and I believe this is Faunder back out there. Yep, Faunder back out there for his second field goal attempt of the night. This one from 40 yards. Kick is up, and it is wide. It is no good, wide to the right. So with 7:25 left to go, we still have no score. Chesterton will take over on downs.
Another big stop by the Chesterton defense.
Huge.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's got to be a little bit disheartening to Valpo. They're moving the football, but they're just not. You know, Chesterton's kind of a bend but don't break. They're giving up the one big play there. But
let me ask you this: because I never pay attention that closely when I'm watching football games. Do sacks count against running stats or no? That just it's just negative yardage against the team, right? Not against any individual stats.
They do take them away from the quarterback.
On a sack?
Yeah, if you're a fantasy football guy and Mahomes gets sacked.
I meant like official stats out here.
Oh, well. Whatever. Are you saying fantasy football is not official?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
No.
We'll talk.
Just because I'm sour about my fantasy team, that's why.
Okay.
So Chesterton takes over here at the 20-yard line. Already their third drive of the game, and we've got awards we're going to hand out. This has been moving so fast, we haven't been able to get our reads in.
Yeah, that was Gavia again up there for three yards.
3 more yards.
Yeah.
Gives him 55 on the night on 13 rushes, excuse me.
Looks like a timeout here for Chesterton.
Well, that's good. We're going to keep it right here. We got some stuff we got to talk about. We're going to be connecting the first half and the second half of tonight's game. It's going to be the Hose Connections halftime report presented by the Hose Connections. They're proven under pressure. I know you've missed it.
I've been waiting for that.
And then we've also got some awards we're going to hand out at the end of this one. We've got the Crowell Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the game. Crowell Companies are proud to recognize the superheroes On the gridiron, we've got the Boilermakers Local 374 blue-collar player of the game, earned while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. And then, of course, that play of the game presented by the Region Sports Network.
We've had a couple big plays, but Valpo hasn't really been able to take advantage of them yet. They do have the field goal, but
speaking of those big plays, Coach, you got the IBEW Local 697 electrifying plays from this week's football action. Visit regionsports.com, Facebook/RegionSportsNation, or on Instagram. The electrifying plays presented by IBEW Local 697, the electrical professionals.
I like that one. The electrifying play.
It kind of reminds me of you. Electrifying.
That would be the antithesis of what I am, especially on a Friday.
2nd down and 7 here from the 23-yard line for the Trojans. They're moving the ball.
Yeah.
Just can't get it to that right spot there as Govea yet again runs ahead, picks up maybe a yard up to the 24-yard line.
I'm just kind of waiting to see when Perez and Coach Peterson are going to take their shot. Play action to Govea and try to sneak someone behind a safety from Valpo who's sneaking up, keying on Govea and on the ground game. Got a 3rd and kind of intermediate range here, Mike. A 3rd and 6, long 6.
Yeah, this has been one of the longest 3rd down drives that they're going to have here. Govea on the right side trying to get something going, but he's going to get stopped about, it looks like a yard shy up to the 29-yard line.
No action yet from that Chesterton sideline.
So this is looking like Four Seasons Mechanical 4-down territory here. So a run of 5 on the play.
4th and about half a yard. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. This is Coach Peterson trusting his line and trusting his defense.
So 4th down and 1 from the 29-yard line. Four Seasons Mechanical 4-down territory.
Quick cut.
And a punch straight up in the air. Bounces back towards.
They need to touch it, yeah.
Yeah, they tried to bounce it back forward, and it ends up just beyond the 1st down marker.
That's
literally
not how you draw it up.
Just beyond the 1st down marker there. So, basically, they have it marked. Well, he touched it. It's a punt of 0.
Negative. That's hard to do.
It's a punt of 0. It went straight up in the air, and then it bounced at around the 40 and took a bounce back towards the Valpo end zone.
That play there is kind of, if you didn't see it, it's hard to explain to someone.
That's what I was just trying to do the play-by-play of that,
yeah.
and I don't. That was electrifying, though.
That was an electrifying play.
It's a difference maker for sure, as Valpo will take over here at the 29-yard line. Hand off, Berta left side. Berta picking up the 1st down out across the 20.
Yeah, Valpo's trying to put 6 on the board here. Number 0, Cole Richards, in on the tackle there for Chesterton, a 6-foot senior, but Valpo would love to put 7 points on the board.
So they
and take advantage of his field position.
Knock it out of the 18, so a pickup of 11 on the play. That's 5 rushes, 22 yards for Thomas Berta, his biggest play of the night.
See if Chesterton can keep him out of the end zone one more time.
Snap. Berta, left side, has room to run, gives a stiff arm, runs toward the end zone, is knocked out of bounds inside the 5.
He's just so fast and...
Another Four Seasons Mechanical 1st down, Coach.
He had a stiff arm there. Stocky guy. He's going to come take a break.
So we do get that 4. So it's going to be 1st and goal here. Where do they have the ball marked at the 4-yard line? So pick up a 14.
Quick, too, isn't it? He bounced that outside. He doesn't need much room.
So 36 yards on 6 rushes unofficially here for Thomas Berta. And we've got a whistle, and
could be anything. Could be an equipment malfunction.
Somebody just from Chesterton just ran off the field and bringing somebody else in now.
Looks like he's tying his shoe or something, but official blew the whistle, called the play dead.
So Berta just to the right of Hosick. 2 trips to the left, 1 to the right, and we've got another whistle here.
4:32 on the clock. 4:32. It will start on the snap.
And the great Andy Simpson asking to put 2 more seconds on the clock. Because, why not? So the play clock's going to have to go back because that was down. Reset the play clock here.
Yep, they did. 4:32.
2 trips to the left, 1 to the right, and you're right. I still don't see Julian Stokes out there, so we'll try to figure out what's going on there. McKenzie in motion.
He jumped here on this side.
We've got more movement.
The receiver, number 23.
So it's going to be, I believe, the second Valpo penalty. Not something we're seeing a whole lot of in this game right now is penalties, but when they have been coming, they've been pretty hurtful, not going to lie.
Yeah, you don't want to do that down in the red zone. At 23, James Parisi, sophomore. That's a little youth. You know what I mean? He's a little antsy.
So that's going to knock it back to the 9-yard line on the penalty.
That also gets Berta back in the game.
Yeah, he's had a chance to rest now. Kellen Hosick looking to throw. He runs himself. And that ball stays in the hands of Hosick. He goes down around the 5-yard line. He is officially marked down at the 6. So he picks up 3 yards on the run. So it looked like it was going to be a busted play, but is able to.
For about 4.
Kind of got pulled in from behind there, didn't he?
That's what it looked like,
Yeah, almost like a horse collar.
I think that's what I was hearing some of the fans kind of chirping a little bit. So I was thinking maybe that ball got loose, but it didn't appear that way.
If I'm Valpo, if Berta doesn't touch the ball in some way here, he's your playmaker right now.
Well, you're down at the 6. Your line has been doing a pretty good job tonight making the holes for him with McKenzie in motion.
Coach is going to call a timeout. Squeegee's Pizza for piping hot pizza delivered right to your door. Call Squeegee's Pizza of Griffith. Squeegee's is located at 106 South Broad Street in Griffith. Give them a call at 219-924-6000. Pickup or delivery. It's Squeegee's Pizza of Griffith, the best on Broad. My brother lives on Broad Street.
Yeah.
Little known fact.
Yeah.
We call it the Broad Street Bungalow.
Okay.
It's not really a bungalow, but.
So have you had Squeegee's Pizza?
I have not.
Okay, well, we got to get you that. I do have more breaking news as well that we're bringing here to the Region Sports Network tonight. We're in week 5, Coach. I don't know if you looked. I was doing some number crunching over the course of this week, and I looked because I know the Munster Mustangs have had a really tough time this season. I don't know if you noticed this. They had through 4 weeks, they had yet to score. They were one of 2 teams in the entire state of Indiana to not score through the first 4 weeks of the season. Union City was the other one. But glad to say the Mustangs have scored 6 points so far here against the East Chicago Cardinals.
You got to get 6 before you can get 7.
Well, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You gotta get 1. Let's just get some points on the board. I'm like, wait a minute. Through 4 weeks, you're telling me you don't have a safety, a field goal, nothing?
They got a tough schedule, too.
They do. There's no question about it. Hosick flips off to the right. And that was McKenzie who got that flip and gets him down and probably losing some yardage here.
Yeah. Again, Chesterton defense is really stiffening up there in the red zone. I'm really impressed with how hard they're playing.
They marked the ball at the 7, so it's going to be officially a loss of 1. Now that's technically rushing yards, right?
Yeah, that's an option to the right.
So 14. -1.
Yeah, Berta's to the left here of Hosick. Little draw play maybe?
Yeah, just to the left on the right hash mark. Looking to throw towards the end zone.
No, too much.
And it's going to be too far. They were looking for Sagan on that play.
They send out their field goal unit. Great job again by the Chesterton defense. I got to mention too, Mike. Even since you mentioned it, the crowd of Chesterton's filled in even more.
Yes, it has. And I know they're not on the scoreboard right now, but you've got to be happy with where this is at. As Fonder is on, your holder is Troy Danzy. Your long snapper will be Sam Thorgren. Kick is up, and from the I believe that was from the 14-yard line, so a 24-yard field goal.
That was from the 8, looks like.
I'm sorry, you said it was from the...
He's on the 8 there, the 8-yard line.
So 18-yard field goal.
From the 8, that would be 25-yard field goal.
Okay, so 25. All right, I was right. It was pretty close with that 24. But it's 6-0 in favor of the Vikings. We're going to step aside. You're watching Game Night of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Have you checked out Centier Bank's student checking account? This no-fee checking account is perfect for students and teens ages 14 to 24 and comes with all the features you need to succeed, such as a debit card, digital banking, and automatic deposit. Centier Bank can help you start establishing good spending habits today for your better tomorrow. For more information, visit Centier.com/student-checking or visit your local branch. If you are under the age of 18, your parent or guardian must also sign on the Centier student checking account. At the age of 25, your account will automatically convert to the Centier checking account. You must deposit $25 to open this account. This account is not eligible for overdraft advantage. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to this Quintel kickoff here on the Region Sports Network. It's one taken by Chesterton, trying to jut ahead. Trying to see which number was returning that one. This kickoff, and all kickoffs are brought to you by Quintel Incorporated. It was Govea on that return, so out across the 30. So good, decent starting position to start things up for the Chesterton Trojans, who have been doing a really good job of moving the ball tonight on the ground. Couple of pass attempts for Perez, one miss and then one INT, but moving the ball pretty well here as the ball is marked on the 32, their fourth possession of the night.
Yeah, their margin for error is not real large. You know what I mean? You have to stay within the sticks here.
And the good news for them is they're only down 6-0.
Yeah, it's one possession game.
Govea trying to jut to the right side, but kind of a late handoff. And that'll be a pickup of, I believe they're going to give them about 2 yards. So they're up to the 34.
Yeah, a whole slew of Valpo defense. Gang tackle there. Number 90 was in on that. Lucas Peterson, a sophomore, 6'2", 225. Yeah, they're keying on Govea just as Chesterton's keying on Berta, and it's kind of a chess match right now.
This is such a good Valpo defense. So they're locking it down just as much as Chesterton's been holding Valpo in this one. 2nd down and 8. Perez looking to throw. Ball is high. Intended for Wish on that play.
Yeah, they moved the pocket to the right a little bit and rolled him out. Trying to stretch that defense a little bit, north-south. That kind of puts Chesterton in a tough spot, though, 3rd and long. This is one of those deals, Mike, where they don't have to get it all here. You know, if you get like 4 or 5, then you can go for it on 4th down. But
right,
this play here will dictate what they do here on 4th down.
Yeah, you definitely want to get some good yardage here. Maybe try to get it right around that 40-yard line, if not get the first down. But if you can get it to the 40, things are looking pretty good. So from the 34, Govea reverses it. Running ahead, out across the 40. It's a pickup and more. Out across midfield, the 45, and down inside the 45. What a pickup for the flip there, Peyton Dilbeck.
Yeah, nominee for your electrifying play, right? Maybe get Chesterton's offense going a little bit. Got that Valpo defense overcommitted to to the strong side or to the wide side, and Gavea kind of flipped it to Dilbeck, and he was off to the races.
So Dilbeck with the nice pickup there, a big one for the Trojans. Perez looking to throw again. Tries to step into this one. Now tries to run for his life at midfield. Throws to his right. Pass is going to be incomplete.
It's a dangerous throw there by Perez. If you're going to throw that, I would throw that to the fifth row of the bleachers. You don't even want to keep it close. A corner or defensive back could slip right in that long pass. That was from the near hash to the far sideline.
So according to my numbers, and these are not official numbers, but Perez has not thrown for a yard yet. But he's picking it up in other ways and getting help other ways from this team. So 2nd down and 10, again from the 43-yard line. Perez stepping back. Goes to run. He'll get positive yards here, up across to the 40 and inside the 40 up to the 39.
I think he can make plays. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
And again, they're doing the same thing kind of Valpo did. They know that the other team's keen on Gavea, so they're dropping and sending safeties deep and trying to spread out those linebackers a little bit. But that gives Perez some room to run. But, eventually you're going to have to go back to Gavea again. And this is probably 4-down territory if they don't get it here.
We like to call that Four Seasons Mechanical 4-down territory.
Timeout, Chesterton.
And we'll have a timeout taken here, so we'll step aside with them here on 3rd down. You're watching Game Night of the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
For over 100 years, Burns Funeral Home and Crematory has been assisting families in their time of need. Serving Northwest Indiana, the staff at Burns Funeral Home will help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony, from a simple to elaborate to traditional or unique. The caring family at Burns Funeral Home will tailor a ceremony to fit your needs. And for your other loved ones, Burns Funeral now has a pet cemetery and crematory. Visit burnsfuneral.com or give them a call at 219-942-1117.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
And we welcome you back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brander along with Doug Nelson here. 3rd down and 6.
It's only 45 seconds in the quarter here, too.
Perez runs. And a lot of room to run. He slides down inside the 25. We'll see where they officially marked the slide. It was right around that 25-yard line. That's a big pickup for him. They're going to mark it at the 24.
Yeah, 38 seconds left in the half, and I think Chesterton's got 1 timeout left. I think Coach Peterson's called 2. So the clock is not their friend right now.
So 15-yard pickup for Perez.
Oh.
That's going to be a big play to knock him back.
They called the timeout, their last one there. That one hurt him.
So we'll take Chesterton will call that timeout. It knocks him back to
35.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. So 35 on the sack.
Dude, you are working hard over here.
I'm trying to keep up. I'm doing the best I can. Visit regionsports.com, Facebook /Region Sports Nation, Instagram and Region Sports Network YouTube for this week's Home Improvement Top 10 presented by Ennigan-Berg Exteriors. Ennigan-Berg Exteriors, you can find them on the web at ebergexteriors.com. That's Berg, by the way, with a U, not an E.
Langle's Pizza has been a favorite since 1979, serving Northwest Indiana for 3 locations, Highland, Cherville, and Crown Point. Enjoy pizza, sandwiches, and more. Dine in or carry out. Order online at langlespizza.com. Langle's Pizza, the official pizza of the Region Sports Network. Who's the RSN number 1? It's got to be Crown Point. Okay.
It's got to be Crown Point.
My bad.
No question.
Okay, who's number 2?
I was kind of I'm going to look at you like, what, are you kidding me?
Yeah, right. It's Friday. Leave me alone.
It's been a long week, and you teach 5th grade, so.
Stop it.
All right, Perez steps back, looks to throw. He's going to get tackled by his own guy.
You're going to hurry up and try to get one, or are they going to take it in the locker room?
That takes him back to the 41.
They got to hurry up.
So that's a loss of 6 on the play.
Yes.
And we'll have a whistle here.
Kill it for one more play. 6.5 seconds left. 4th down. This one's got to be probably in the end zone, right? I mean, Valpo's going to bring some pressure.
Yeah, we've got 6.5 seconds left in this one. It is 4th down. Caleb Sharp was in there. Caleb Sharp, one of the impressive players on this Valpo team. Coach Marshall had very positive things to say about him the last couple of weeks when I've had a chance to talk to him.
Yeah, Valpo's been putting pressure on Perez every time there's a passing down, down in distance, but they don't want him to set his feet, and I think he can throw it. I think he's got a good arm, but what's the penalty?
We do have a penalty.
Are they calling it? What are they doing? Did they take a timeout? Chesterton, did they think?
Delay a game?
Oh. So they're going to punt. I'm assuming they're going to punt. They just wanted some room there?
Yeah, back them up so they're not in a position to return it at all. With the clock starting, they're not even going to get a chance to kick this one off.
Yeah, I would just maybe take it in the locker room.
So that'll be it. So it is 6-0 in favor of the Vikings here.
The Trojan sideline looks a little confused right now.
Well, we go to the halftime. It is 6-0 Valparaiso. When we come back, we'll have the Host Connections halftime report for you. And we'll bring you a Shrek Van Til hometown scoreboard update as well. On the other side of the break, you're watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Develop skills that will last for a lifetime with an apprenticeship with the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers Local 4, Indiana, Kentucky. The apprenticeship and training program is committed to developing highly skilled bricklayers, terrazzo workers, and ceramic tile setters to provide the construction industry with the best hands in the business. If you are currently working non-union and want better pay with benefits, or if you think learning a new skill with a paid apprenticeship while you earn your associate's degree is the right path for you, visit baclocal4.org/training to learn more about the apprenticeship program. Are you built to succeed?
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
Credit Union One, the official banking partner of Notre Dame Athletics, wants to reward you for everyday banking. CU1's high-yield checking offers the opportunity to earn up to 5.25% APY when you make qualifying transactions each month. No monthly fees and no minimum or opening balance required. Plus, you'll be able to bank anytime and anywhere with 24/7 digital and mobile banking. Start making more of your money with Credit Union One. Open an account at cu1.com/high-yield checking.
Value Flooring in Valparaiso is a family-owned business with over 20-plus years in the industry. Located at 708 Silhavy Road, Value Flooring is open Monday through Saturday, offering a wide selection of flooring options and installation. With knowledge and experience, Value Flooring can also assist customers on a personal level by coordinating colors and by selecting the right products for their lifestyles. The number to call is 548-2705, and the website is valueflooringonline.com.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Now Mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home. Take a class in your attic. That dead spot is gone. Stream ballet in your man cave. Learn to paint on your lawn.
It's glorious.
And now on the road you can take T-Mobile Wi-Fi with you. Hey, stay connected and watch what you'll do.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
If you work with industrial, pneumatics, or hydraulics, and you're in need of maintenance or repair, you need the right connection. For over 20 years, Hose Connections in Hammond has been the premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop for sales and service of pneumatics and hydraulics. Hose Connections continues to grow their network of industry contacts, which allows them to meet even your toughest expectations. To learn more, visit HoseConnectionsInc.com. Hose Connections in Hammond. Proven under pressure.
You're watching the Hose Connections Halftime Report, brought to you by Hose Connections on Kennedy Avenue in Hammond. Visit them on the web at hoseconnectionsinc.com. Hose Connections, proven under pressure. Doom, 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 doom.
There it is.
Michael Brenner here along with the coach, Doug Nelson. Coach, this has been I would say this is not the game that we were expecting to an extent. I figured we'd have a little bit more firepower in this one, but I guess when you're looking at it from a defensive standpoint, this is the game you would expect to see. You got two teams who don't give up a whole lot of points. Chesterton only gives up 15 points a game, and Valparaiso gives up about 23. So we're kind of on par here with where, defensively, what we would have expected out of this game.
And I think you have two teams that know each other very well.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? They're friends off of the field. These coaching staffs are very all good men. But again, it's also, there's a lot of things that play into it, and we talk about it almost every season, Mike. These guys are going to play each other again in sectional 10, right? And we're about halfway through the year, so you don't want people hurt. We don't know where Stokes the situation is with him. We know McCormick's done for the evening. We don't know what his returning is, but again, the Chesterton's been riding Gavia, and Valpo's been spreading the ball around. For that matter, Bird has had a few carries, but how many carries? I mean, you're the stat guy here tonight.
I've got him for 6 rushes for 36 yards unofficially.
Yeah, I mean, as you get closer to a game that is near the postseason I think he's going to get a lot more touches. So, again, there's some firepower there, and without Stokes, your leading receiver on the field tonight, they have to find out who else is going to make plays for them.
Well, and I had asked Coach Marshall, I had the numbers from the first week where he had quite a few yards, over 100 yards or something like that, and then the next 2 weeks it was like for 30-something yards on 3 catches or something like that.
Yeah.
And then last week he had a pretty good game. He had a touchdown, which he hadn't had since week 1, so except for that kickoff return in week 2. So we'll try to get you some information as to where Stokes may be. But, yeah, that is a big piece of your offense. And, what we saw out of Maryville last week, I had that game over at Ames Field, and they did a great job of stopping Berta and the run, but that just opened up the lanes for Hosick to run, and then opened up for his arm to Austin McKenzie last week. This week, it's not so much of the throw. It's still the running game, but still nobody has entered the end zone yet.
Yeah, no, I think Chesterton might have found some things that last drive.
Mm-hmm.
Perez was kind of dropping back and then taking it himself, and that the middle's wide open because they are so keyed on Gavia. So, maybe they found some stuff, but again, it's kind of a chess match. Who's going to make the first? Again, Chesterton's made a couple errors with the punt mistake and a fumble recovery for Valpo, but that's the only difference right now.
So we will step aside. We're kind of at an intermission point. They are announcing the new members of the Valparaiso Hall of Fame, but we will step aside. When we come back, we'll give you a Strachan Van Til hometown scoreboard update around Northwest Indiana, but you are tuned into the Host Connections halftime report right here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual card, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record. Follow me to the Crowell Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowell Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
Tech Checking Plus from Tech Credit Union offers everything you'd expect from a checking account. Plus, you'll earn one of their best dividend rates for maintaining a higher account balance. Currently, 4.85% annual percentage yield. No need to choose between easy access to funds or earning a better dividend. Tech Checking Plus gives you both. Visit techcu.org, contact any branch, or call 800-276-8324 to learn more. Tech Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. Rates may change without notice.
Have you checked out Send to Your Bank's student checking account? This no-fee checking account is perfect for students and teens ages 14 to 24 and comes with all the features you need to succeed, such as a debit card, digital banking, and automatic deposit. Send to Your Bank can help you start establishing good spending habits today for your better tomorrow. For more information, visit sendtoyour.com/student-checking or visit your local branch. If you are under the age of 18, your parent or guardian must also sign on the Send to Your student checking account. At the age of 25, your account will automatically convert to the Send to Your checking account. You must deposit $25 to open this account. This account is not eligible for overdraft advantage. Member FDIC.
For over 100 years, Burns Funeral Home and Crematory has been assisting families in their time of need. Serving Northwest Indiana, the staff at Burns Funeral Home will help guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony. From a simple to elaborate to traditional or unique, the caring family at Burns Funeral Home will tailor a ceremony to fit your needs. And for your other loved ones, Burns Funeral now has a pet cemetery and crematory. Visit burnsfuneral.com FourSeasonsMechanical.com or give them a call at 219-942-1117.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
And we welcome you back to the Hose Connections halftime report here at Valparaiso High School. Michael Brander here along with the coach, Doug Nelson, who I like to say he's also proven under pressure.
Not really.
Just like the Hose Connections. We'll have the Valparaiso band and the color guard performing here at the halftime as well, so we'll show you that. Score, as you can see, 6-0 in favor of Valparaiso. A couple of field goals from Trevor Fonder from about, we missed the exact number for the first one, so it was around the 10, so you got to figure it's about 20-something yards for that field goal for Fonder, so he's got a couple of 20-ish yarders for field goals tonight, and that's the difference in this ball game today, is a couple of field goals, which is kind of surprising as we were talking about on the other side of the break. Let's go ahead and bring you a Strachan Van Til hometown scoreboard update. We'll give you around around the region. Most of these were in the second quarter. Over at the Brickyard, you've got Andrean and Hobart, number 5 versus number 9. No score there in the second quarter as of right now. I know you're looking at those scores as well. We don't have a score for Bowman Academy and Lake Station, nor do we have one for Calumet Christian and Bishop Knoll. So as soon as we get those, we'll send them your way. There's still nothing there over in Hobart. All right. This game obviously 6-0. Nope, we got a score.
Hobart's up 7-0.
Hobart's up 7-0 now. Here we go. So the Brickies trying to get a win here against NCC opponent 59ers. East Chicago over in Munster. Munster had not scored yet going into week number 5, and they've got 12 on the board so far. So they've got a 12-0 lead on the Cardinals of East Chicago Central. Hammond Central leads Culver Academy 20-10 in the second quarter. Tough one for Griffith, number 6, who have been putting on a offensive clinic over there with Coach Mason, and they're up 7-6 over the Ingots of River Forest. You got the number 2 Hanover Central Wildcats up 7-0 on KV. I think that one would surprise a lot of people with that score right off the bat, it being as tight as it is right now.
Yeah, Kirk Kennedy's doing a great job down at KV, but I think Hanover's getting primed for another postseason run.
Over at Lake Central, they've got a 10-6 lead over the Slicers. Lowell with a 14-0 lead over the Trojans of Highland. Maryville hosting Michigan City. That's number 3 Maryville Pirates taking on number 10 Michigan City. And it is a 7-0 game for the Pirates. LaPorte has taken a 12-10 lead over Lake Central at the half. That's not an update you want to show me, Coach.
No, I'm sorry to bring that to you.
The Governors of Morton up 14-0 on Calumet.
Crown Point, Portage.
So Crown Point, Portage, which was our next score. That is, 35-0 now? Yep, last I saw was 14-0. So 35-0 on the Portage Indians. And then you've got Westside taking on Whiting. They are up 12-6 over the Oilers. And then over at Boone Grove, the number 7 Wheeler Bearcats up 14-6 over Boone Grove. That's definitely a team to keep your eye on. We may not have them in the top 10, but Boone Grove certainly a team with a lot of quality players and quality defense over there as well.
Yeah, and Wheeler. I think they're both solid this year, and they're both trending in the right direction. But how good is Crown Point?
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's what I was just asking, because I was asking here in the press box about Julian Stokes, who is out with an injury this week. It doesn't sound to be too serious. Wanted to be out there, but trainers kind of said, let's give it a week, rest up for, because as we mentioned, Valpo's got Crown Point next week. So they want to keep Julian Stokes, one of your better players, healthy to be able to play. They said, who's really given Crown Point a game to this point, and I can't think of that. Other than back to
their JV team. I don't know.
You have to go back to the state championship game.
Yeah.
Back November before they were really challenged in a game. And really, the postseason, they challenged, and that's not to say anything bad about the opponents that they've had so far this year. That's just how good they are.
Yeah, again, there's so many factors, that you want to stay healthy. And, a lot of the stuff that I've been reading, a lot of their guys are only playing one half.
Right.
So their numbers aren't that gaudy, but they're staying healthy. And and I think that's another thing is to play a lot of people when you're given the opportunity. That way, when they do have to step in, they've already been there.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not a whole new world. And you just keep churning talent over, and guys stay ready on the sideline.
Well, those were questions I asked last year about this Crown Point team. I asked about Hanover years before, and you can kind of talk to this. If you are getting into that running clock in the second half and you don't play your starters, their conditioning by the time that you get to the end of the season may not be where you want it to.
Right.
Those guys are still working really hard in practice, and I'm sure could play a full game. But you start questioning that, okay, are they condition-wise fully healthy and ready for a deep, because when you get to the sectionals and regionals and semi-state, they're going to have to play a full game.
Well, I know that their strength and conditioning people do a great job. So
it's phenomenal.
It's phenomenal, top notch. Of course, like everything else they're doing over there. But the question is, and a lot of their experience, especially on defense, kind of graduated. The Clark brothers, they were absolute studs, and I know they have their quarterback in Ehrlich, and they got a lot of skilled players, but how are they going to react when there is a pressure situation, right? When they are down a possession? How's that going to react? So that's where you kind of find out who you are. But you only can play who's on the schedule. They're that much better right now than. They're ranked in the country right now, aren't they?
I believe so.
Yeah, USA Today. And
and we've got a team right here in front of us in the Valparaiso Vikings that, depending on which poll you're looking at, some polls have them at 1, some polls have them at 2, some polls have them at 3. We're the crazy ones that have them at 4, but we're looking at the whole region as opposed to just a class.
Right.
So if coaches poll, Vikings number 1 in the state of Indiana. So you're looking at Class 5A. The Vikings maybe have a chance to go back. It's not that long ago that they were winning a state championship. Crown Point hasn't proven to do that. Valpo has done that.
Yeah, and I think, and Maryville's been there. Maryville's in the top 15, and Michigan City's in the top 15.
Oh, yeah.
So that regional, that's a tough, they say the South is like the Indy area is really good in 6A, and they are.
Oh,
you got to beat them, especially that North semi-state and the state championship, but there's a lot of talent up here in those lower levels. The 5A, Hanover's up there in 4A, Andrean's up there. There's a lot of talented teams this year.
Well, don't forget to visit regionsports.com, Facebook /Region Sports Nation, and Instagram for this week's Powering Indiana Peak Performers, presented by NECA IBEW, Powering Indiana of Lake County, the region's most trusted electricians. Coach Nelson is a peak performer.
I peak at about 18 years old, man.
He peaked back in the second quarter. He's done. He's out. And we've been thankful of Four Seasons for sponsoring all of our first downs and 4-down territories. Four Seasons Mechanical, brought to you by Four Seasons Mechanical in Maryville, your Northwest Indiana heating and air conditioning specialists. And you are tuned in to the Hose Connections halftime report, brought to you by the Hose Connections. They are proven under pressure. Just a couple of moments until we get under a minute here, until we get the second half started. So we'll keep it right here on the Region Sports Network. Don't forget, we do have awards we're going to hand out at the end of this one. I know Coach Nelson here is eagerly awaiting to announce some award winners. We got the Crowell Companies Lantern Man Superhero of the game. The Crowell Companies are proud to recognize superheroes on the gridiron. We got the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. And then we've also got the Play of the Game presented by the Region Sports Network.
Yeah, I think there's some big plays coming up. I think, of course, some pressure situations. It's still a one-possession ball game, but I think the jury's still out on some of those awards.
Well, and I'm going to venture to believe that there is a high likelihood that we're going to see the playbooks open up a little bit here in this half, just because it is a tight ball game. Teams have been proved. We're seeing, you mentioned it at the open of the Hose Connections halftime report. All of a sudden it was run for Chesterton, and then all of a sudden that last series we saw some passing going on for Perez.
Yeah, we saw some passing, and that opened up the run for him. You know, it looked like Valpo was like in some man coverage where they were chasing receivers downfield, which left Perez. So we'll see if Coach Bernardi, the defensive coordinator of Valpo, they might leave a spy on Perez, and kind of follow him around and leave a backer on him. But, right now, Chesterton might have found something there.
So we will await, just like the rest of you, to see how it all unfolds. But when you look at Valparaiso as well, the run game has been effective at times. Starting 9, you had 2 pinch runners. And
there's also 12 times I fell asleep driving home that night. Don't worry about that I-65.
You're still here.
Yeah. That was a late night.
Well, you know what? You gained an hour when coming back to Northwest Indiana.
Yeah.
So it was only midnight when you got home as opposed to 1 a.m.
That was a late evening. But what a great memory.
I'm telling you, that's
for you and the Lake Central Indians.
Well, you talk about a baseball team that's on the up and coming. How about Kroll and Valparaiso baseball?
Yeah, he's going to Notre Dame, right? Did he commit to Notre Dame?
I believe so.
And he was probably he's doing a lot of scout stuff, I'm sure, in the offseason to try to.
He was DAC Pitcher of the Year this past year.
Yeah, he's a tough lefty, but Dad was every bit of stuff in Valpo High School, and he was pretty good.
And that baseball sectional actually got a little tweaked. So no longer in Sectional 2 will the Crown Point Bulldogs be in Sectional 2 for baseball. So that's a big opponent for the Valparaiso Vikings that are out of that sectional.
It's a big hurdle. But like you mentioned, Hobart's getting better. Again, Portage is getting a little stronger. Their younger guys are getting bigger and better.
Chesterton clubs very good baseball team this past year.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Fun sectional.
With Coach Bogner.
Coach Bogner did a great job in year 1.
All right, so that's been the Hose Connections halftime report, brought to you by Hose Connections. They're proven under pressure. Doom, 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 doom. And we're ready to kick off the second half here at Valparaiso as this one boots in. Picked up by Valpo. Out across the 10 and out across the 20 and taken down around the 25-yard line. So they're going to mark it at about the 26. So Valparaiso will start. They're up 6-0 as we begin the second half of play.
We'll see what adjustments both teams make here. It's going to be interesting. Again, there's no secrets between these two coaching staffs, so they're going to try to be one step ahead of the other. But it'll be interesting. I think Berta gets a big load of carries here in the second half.
Well, Berta stands behind Hosick, stands behind his offensive line. McKenzie in motion behind Berta. Now runs out.
Oh, boy.
Ball is loose, and McKenzie trying to get back to it. And there, Berta and McKenzie fall on it out past the 15-yard line. So that's a bad snap to start things up here in the second half.
Yeah, that's not how you want to start it coming out of the locker room. That was a little miscommunication between the center and the quarterback.
So that's going to be at the 14-yard line. So that is a loss of 12. But for Valpo, they get to keep it at least, so this becomes now second and a country mile.
Second in Lake Michigan.
There's the snap. Hosick steps back. He's going to tuck and run. Gets walloped early on and taken down officially now after a plethora of Trojans are in there on the tackle. I believe one of the first ones in there on the tackle was Owen Edlin.
Peyton Chablowski, too, on the bottom of the pile for Chesterton. Bringing the pressure. You got 3rd and long. Interesting to see how teams play this. Sometimes you run a draw. Maybe you want to play it safe. You know what I mean? Because they've so far held the Chesterton offense. So maybe a little draw or swing pass to Berta.
So ball still marked down the 14. Hosick looking to run.
That's a hold.
We got a flag on the play, and we will have a hold there potentially.
Probably decline it.
As Edlin again isn't in there on that tackle on Hosick. We got holding. So 4th down coming up here as coach predicted.
Yeah, good start there for the Trojans of Chesterton, but they got to make the most of this possession. First, they have to maintain the football here.
Well, everything was just taken right off the playbook when you had that bad snap and lost all those yards.
Yeah, but Berta, you have to touch the ball. I mean, even run a draw or a swing, or you got to get the ball. He's your playmaker right now, I think.
So Fonder is on to punt, and the punt is away. And it'll be taken at about the 45-yard line.
He needs to get away from the football. If he's not going to catch the ball, he's got to get away from the football.
And that was Wish out there, so we'll see where they officially mark it. It might be around the 44, according to the near official here. Yep, so Chesterton will take over at the 44, so good field position for them to start on their first possession of this second half.
Yeah, I thought he was going to come up and get that big hop. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And he just kind of hesitant. And if you're not going to do it, you got to stay away.
So Perez with Govea to his left. There's the snap. Govea runs out to the right side, trying to get room on the edges there, and out towards midfield. I believe he's going to be short of midfield. And they're going to mark it at the 49-yard line. They'll put it on that right hash mark.
They seem to do pretty well on first down, right? They're giving themselves a chance on second down, but they have to be averaging 3 or 4 yards on first down. But you see how many guys Valpo's got in the box. I mean, the safeties are not even paying any attention to the receiver. Outside linebackers.
So that tells you they are not worried about the throw at all.
They have 8 in the box. I mean, they're
So Govea getting the pressure on just shy of the 45-yard line. He'll be at the 46, which should be enough for a Four Seasons mechanical first down.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if and when Chesterton takes a shot. It's there. If their receivers can make a move on a corner, and the corner's playing pretty tight on both sides.
So from the 46, give us to Govea. Runs to the left side, cuts back to the middle, and out to the 42-yard line. Picks up 4.
Again, averaging 3 or 4 yards of play on first down. Number 11, Ty Lamb for Valpo in on that tackle. Sophomore, 5 foot 10 inches.
There's a lot of names that are on this defense that we called last week. We haven't had a chance to really call this week as much. Jacob Moore we saw on a run play, but for Jacob Moore, he had 2 interceptions in that game last week, excuse me. The Morris brothers doing a great job last week as well. Govea runs to the right side after he runs up the middle, and he gets up to the 36-yard line, and that'll be good for another Four Seasons mechanical first down.
Yeah, he's going in between the tackles. He's a big guy, and they have that offensive line of Chesterton's impressive. You got number 77, Tyler Nevis, Hunter, is it Booza? Number 75.
Yes. Yep.
They got some meat up there. They're really doing a great job. Number 79.
It's Ryan Gray.
Got to give those guys some love, right?
From the 36, yeah. Govea left side, cuts through, and a plethora of Vikings are there to knock him down, but he gets out to the 26, another Four Seasons mechanical first down, 10 yards on that pickup.
Yeah.
I've got him at 91 yards, so he's picking up small chunks of yardage, and then it's opening up a little bit more. That line is feeling a little bit more comfortable. I've got him at 21 carries for 91 yards.
Yeah, I thought he might get it 20 to 30 times, but it's wearing down that Valpo defensive line as well.
Govea again, this time to the right, pushing forward. He's still pushing that pile. They can't bring him down. They are starting to bring him back now. And through my binoculars, I can see definitely there was a little horse collar action there, but
still 4 yards there, right?
Yep. So from the 26, they move it up to the 22. So again, another pickup of 4.
See if they bounce someone outside or run that reverse again, some kind of a counter. But again, why do you have to if you're getting 3 or 4 yards a pop?
So this will be second down here. Second down and 6 for the Trojans. Looking to get the first touchdown of the night.
Number 7 in the back.
Summer, yeah.
Yeah, Caden Summer.
Just to the left.
Guaranteed results every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the Nika Contractors and Electrical Workers of Local 531.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brenner here along with the coach, Doug Nelson. We got a Quintel kickoff here to start up the second half. There was a shorter kick just because of the penalty issue to Valparaiso, and another good defensive stop here for Chesterton, pinning him back deep.
That touchdown, of course, might be. You can feel the momentum here. You talked about the energy of the crowd, and on the road. You're talking about that electrifying play of the game. That's a definite possibility. But right now, the momentum is definitely on the west sideline there with the Chesterton Trojans.
So Wish with the touchdown, 23 yards from Perez. So Valparaiso will take over here. I feel like the time of possession would favor Chesterton right about now.
Oh, it is.
Throughout the entire game here, Berta with the first carry.
What's your yardage for Valpo total? They don't have that many yards, do they?
I wouldn't say it's too many, no.
The Chesterton defense has been very impressive here. But I think they're in the same boat as Chesterton. Or Valpo. Valpo's in the same boat here. Chesterton's keying on Berta. Valpo's going to have to take a shot like they did in the first half.
Well, and you were without, as we mentioned, no Julian Stokes. Lower body injury this week. Hoping to be back next week against the Bulldogs. Second down and 8.
There it is.
Looking to throw near side, and what a diving catch! Pass is caught by McKenzie.
Yeah, that's the shot I'm talking about. They had to take it. It's there. It's just when are you going to take that shot?
Up to the 47-yard line. That's a 30-yard completion.
That's a perfect throw. He laid out McKenzie. That was a great athletic play. But also a great throw there by the quarterback. He had time, set his feet.
And the best part, you saw the dive, you saw the full extension, using all 5-6 of that frame for McKenzie.
Bouncing out.
Berta, right side. I talked to Coach Marshall, and a lot of times I'll say, tell me somebody who we don't maybe necessarily give a lot of love to that you think deserves love. And one of the first guys that came to his mind was Austin McKenzie, and he said he's a dude that finds grass. That's how he defined him. And again, after a great week last week, as we pick up 1 yard here for Berta.
That's about as good as a compliment as you can get from a high school football coach, right?
There is no question. Berta trying the left side this time. He's going to get tackled yet again. And he gets right back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play.
Looked like number 11, Roberto Stobalito. Is that right? I thought. Yeah, he's right in the middle. Is that him? He's right in the middle. Middle linebacker position.
Stobalito.
Yeah. That's a neat name. That's a football name.
That is a football name, 100%. So again, from that 48-yard line, it is third down and 10. Berta running out to the left side. Hosick looking to throw. He's got time. Now he's feeling the pressure. Running to his right. Throws it ahead. Passes off the fingertips of his intended receiver, McKenzie.
Yeah, Hosick rolling right, throwing back to his left. That's dangerous, first of all. Then that's usually your miss is a high miss.
Well, we saw it. I remember the first time I ever called a football game. It was with you, Coach, and the play. Actually, no, it wasn't. I was not with you on my first game. But we saw that same kind of play, rolling to the right, throwing across his body to his left. I was out in Michigan City for that one.
I remember that. I think I was
Maybe
there.
you were for that. Maybe that was my second game then.
Yeah. Yeah, he made some crazy play, wasn't it?
So, yes, it was absolutely nuts on 4th down.
Oh, boy.
And this one going to bounce back and into the end zone.
Oh, my.
I believe he had to bring that out.
Yeah, that's a...
Because he touched it. Otherwise, that could have been a safety, yes?
We got a flag on the play. Yeah, because he touched it up here like around the 20.
And we have a flag at the 11-yard line. Stay with the Region Sports after the game as we send it back to the Centier Bank studio. Catch up with the latest scores, highlights, and more. All live from the Centier Bank studio right after the game.
There might not be a penalty here. They might pick this up.
Or is this it could be on the sideline. I didn't see.
He might not have saw the touch, so he thought it would be a touchback. We'll see what they call.
And they are discussing, and we mentioned before the opening of this game, we have got a very, very good officiating crew. I know a lot of times people just want to harp on the officials, but I'm telling you, we know some of these guys personally. Doug, they are good guys, and they take this job very seriously. I'm not to say that all officials don't, but they work hard at this craft to make sure that they are getting these calls right. And it works out even more when you have a crew like this that works together so much.
Yeah, there's no penalty on the play. It was more like a ball marker.
Right.
Strike and Van Til scoreboard update real quick. Crown Point 52, Portage 7 at the half.
At the half. All right, well, there's going to be another running clock for the Bulldogs. So starting at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for Chesterton as the great Andy Simpson corrects himself.
But they talked about it.
They did, and that's
what you want. That's what you want.
So 1st and 10 from the 20. Govea goes to the right side, picks up a few yards here, up to the 24.
Again, they're moving the pile. The clock's moving. There's only 2 minutes left in the third. I mean, moving right along.
Don't jinx it, Coach.
I didn't. You said quick.
Well, we've seen quite a few electrifying plays in this one. Make sure you tune into all the electrifying plays from around the region. Brought to you by IBEW Local 697, the IBEW697.org, or visit them, IBEW697.org, to find out how you can start a career as a union electrician. 2nd down and 6 for the Trojans, who have been very, very methodical tonight. Coach Peterson doing a great job as Govea gets a lot of room to run, picks up the Four Seasons Mechanical 1st down out across the 30. Up to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and why not? You can see their offensive coordinator, their coaching staff over there winding that clock. You know, the clock is on their side now. The scoreboard's on their side. Wind that clock. Keep the sticks moving. Stay within the sticks. You just don't want to shoot yourself in the foot here. You don't want to silly flags and get behind 2nd and long, 3rd and long.
So there's a pickup of 10 yards as Govea runs to the right side. He's got room to run. He's got room. And he's going to get tackled by a plethora of guys out across the 25-yard line. Govea having himself a game.
Yeah, he's going to sleep well tonight. He's going to have it 35, 40 times. I was a little low, you know.
You were underselling.
I was underselling, yeah, but what a job by their line. Again, if you see a lot of Valpo Vikes with their hands on their hips, that defensive, like you said, the time of possession is favoring Chesterton, and it's starting to weigh on the Vikings a little bit.
So the ball gets marked on the 22. That's a huge pickup.
And it's a relatively warm evening. You know what I mean? It feels good up here with a little breeze, but it's been warm all day. This should be the end of the quarter.
We are winding down. 8 seconds to go. 10 on the play clock. So, yeah, this will likely be the end of the 3rd quarter, Coach.
Yeah.
And that is the official marking. So we will step aside. You are watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Credit Union One, the official banking partner of Notre Dame Athletics, wants to reward you for everyday banking. CU1's high-yield checking offers the opportunity to earn up to 5.25% APY when you make qualifying transactions each month. No monthly fees and no minimum or opening balance required. Plus, you'll be able to bank anytime and anywhere with 24/7 digital and mobile banking. Start making more of your money with Credit Union One. Open an account at cu1.com/high-yield checking.
Value Flooring in Valparaiso is a family-owned business with over 20-plus years in the industry. Located at 708 Silhavy Road, Value Flooring is open Monday through Saturday, offering a wide selection of flooring options and installation. With knowledge and experience, Value Flooring can also assist customers on a personal level by coordinating colors and by selecting the right products for their lifestyles. The number to call is 548-2705, and the website is valueflooringonline.com.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brenner here along with the coach, Doug Nelson. Happy to be with you. Chesterton takes over on first down. Govea juts ahead up to about the 11-yard line. Evan himself, I have him unofficially for over 150 yards today.
Valpo, number 17, Tice Morrison on the tackle. Yeah, that was a little jump cut there to the right. He's just doing whatever he wants right now, Govea.
So that was another pickup of 10 yards. Another Four Seasons mechanical first down here from the 11. Govea up the middle, gets swallowed up at around the 10-yard line. So he'll pick up one more yard.
Yeah, the offensive line is just having their way right now with the Valpo front four. I think Valpo needs to do whatever they can here to hold Chesterton to 3 to give themselves a chance. They haven't really had much success moving the football themselves. To go down 2 scores right now would not be advantageous for the Vikings.
So second down and 9 from the 10. Trying to get to the 1-yard line, but really they're trying for the end zone. Govea, right side, has room, and Govea is in for the touchdown.
Win, lose, or draw, I'm going to say this right now, Mike. When we had the Valpo-Chesterton game last year, it was pouring rain in Chesterton. And Chesterton, when they're led by Coach Peterson and their staff, they will fight until the end. Okay, so
no question.
And I'm saying that while they're winning, they had some adversity this week with losing their quarterback, and they're beating the number 1 team in the state right now on the road. And that I can't speak highly enough of Coach Peterson and his staff, but they're going to fight until the end. And this game's not over. I know Valpo's number 1, and they're number 1 for a reason.
Extra point is up and good. Drew Pasilio was on for the PAT on that one. CJ Perez, your holder. So it is a 14-6 game here in the fourth quarter. You're watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Now Mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home. Taking a class in your attic, that dead spot is gone. Stream ballet in your man cave, learn to paint on your lawn.
He's glorious.
And now on the road, you can take T-Mobile Wi-Fi with you. Hey, stay connected and watch what you'll do.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
And we welcome you back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brendan here along with the coach, Doug Nelson. Always a pleasure to work with the coach.
Always a pleasure. Work with you, Michael. The man.
Yeah, we've got a Quintel kickoff for you here, and Valpo going to take it deep in their own territory, trying to cut across, gets up to about the 25, and I would imagine things have been pretty good so far, but I would imagine we're going to start to see things get a little chippy at this point. Would you?
Well, the intensity's picking up on both sides. You know, you can hear the students picking up a little bit, going back and forth, and you know, the energy's definitely getting cranked up a little bit. Rightfully so. Number 1 team in Indiana. Right?
Yeah, number 1 according to the coaches poll. I mean, again, no matter what poll you look at, certainly in the top 5.
Yeah, and you got them on the ropes here.
So Valpo will start at the 25-yard line. Really have not had too many sustained drives.
Got a keeper.
Yeah, Hosick kept that one. He picked up 2 yards maybe.
He was really, with Berta, really hold on a long time before he made that decision. Chesterton, number 33, Benicio Rivera, 6-foot junior, in on that tackle.
Coming into tonight, 11 total tackles, 2 sacks, a tackle for loss, and a forced fumble with the recovery for Rivera on this season. That's just coming into tonight.
Yeah, he was pulling on that ball there.
2nd down and 8. Hosick stepping up, looking to throw out to his left, looking for his receiver. A lot of contact, and no catch on the play. Saigon was the intended receiver.
Yeah,
not a bad not a bad throw, just really good coverage.
Yeah, he's trying to squeeze it in a tight window there. Number 10, Chase Stalbus, had his back to the ball. I think it might have hit him in the back.
Well, we've seen that already in this one.
Yeah,
and that went against Chesterton.
Yeah. If he turns around and finds the ball, he might be going the other way.
Looking for pick 6 territory.
Yeah.
4 wide receivers set, 2 to the near side, 2 to the far side for Hosick. Now McKenzie in motion, running behind the play. Hosick, little dump pass off to Berta. And Berta doesn't pick up too many yards here to about the 29-yard line.
Yeah, they sniffed it out. Number 65 for Chesterton, Adam Keurig, 6'1" senior, really sniffed that out, and they were keying on him. That was a big stop there for the Trojan defense. Valpo they look handcuffed right now.
So they're going to punt away again. High snap. Fondra with it. And this one taking a nice roll for the Vikings inside the 20, now inside the 15. Still rolls, and now Valpo will pick it up at about the 13-yard line. So Chesterton back deep.
Well, you're going to see a heavy dose of the running back and the ball and the clock ticking. And if I'm Coach Peterson, I'm telling him don't snap it until there's 5 seconds left or less on the play clock. But yeah, good roll there by Valpo punter. Gavia is going to be, Valpo's going to be, maybe putting their ears back and going after him and really keen on him here. But that's where you're at.
Starting at the 13-yard line for the Chesterton Trojans. They've had a couple of really nice drives here to start this second half. 3rd quarter, 4th quarter. Gavia with it on the left side again. Picks up maybe 2-3 yards on the play. Yeah, they've got it out to the 16, so maybe a pickup of 3. But that's really, when you talk about establishing a run game, that is what Chesterton has done today. They have established a run game.
That's what they've done, and they've leaned on that line, as we've talked about. They're huge. Look at them. They're towering, and it, like you said, it seems like Valpo defense has been on the field an awful lot in this second half.
And again, we do want to apologize for any technical difficulties that may be displayed throughout the broadcast tonight. We are working to get through those as best as possible. So our apologies on that. As Govia on the left side, again, just picking up a few chunk yards here, and we still got a whole battle. As that they haven't
done a
whistle. Ball's out. There was no whistle, and Valparaiso is in the end zone. I did not hear a whistle.
I
didn't see
killed it.
Yeah, I mean, I was assuming the play was dead because I thought the play was stopped just because it looked like it was stopped out there, but I did not hear a whistle, Coach.
Yeah, it looked like forward momentum had been stopped.
That's what I thought, so I gave up looking on the play. I looked elsewhere.
Yeah.
So third down, the ball is spotted on the 21. So it was a pickup of 4, and Gouveia was the one who ran that, right?
Correct. And right now, I'm sure that's what Valpo's been told is rip that ball. We need 2 hands on the ball, and they're trying to tackle the ball here. Oh, he ran him over.
Gouveia out across for the first down. Four Seasons mechanical first down, and that was an odd play. Like we said, we did not hear a whistle, but they did not. They did officially stop play apparently.
Yeah, they did. None of the officials were following the ball into the end zone. It was wishful thinking for the Vikes.
So Gouveia picks up another few yards, 6 on the play that time. It's 31 carries unofficially for Gouveia today.
Yeah, I really thought Burden would be used in the same manner. I know that Valpo's trying to spread it out a little bit, but.
So it's a Four Seasons mechanical first down. Gouveia again left side and out across the 30 up to about the 31 and a half.
It's in the area of holding on the offensive line.
Oh, we do have a penalty marker, okay.
Yeah.
So we'll wait to see what they officially mark.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay.
So we have heard a few fans over the course of the night ask for that holding penalty, and they get it that time.
Yeah, it was on this side, on the Valpo sideline. It's a tackle. It's on the right tackle.
So the ball marked on the 17 now because of the penalty. Not a whole lot of penalties in this game tonight.
No.
It's been a fairly clean game. You're always going to have a handful.
Pretty clean game for a high school football game.
No question. So Perez and quarterback again. Gouveia off to his left. Takes it, runs out to his right, out across the 20. Misses or gets over the initial tackle and then is knocked out of bounds on the second attempt tackle. Second attempt was knocked out by one of the Morris brothers.
Yeah, Gouveia, when there's contact, he's the one that initiates the contact. I mean, he lowers his shoulder. He's going through people at this point.
So ball is marked on the 29, so that is a pickup of 12 yards.
If Coach Peterson had his way, he would have liked Gouveia to stay in bounds, though. The clock stops from running out of bounds.
Yeah, he was knocked out of bounds, but yeah.
Maybe cut it back in and keep that clock moving.
We will have maybe a false start here.
Yeah. Valpo was bringing some pressure. The offensive line kind of flinched.
False start on the offense. Remaining second down.
So 6:11 left to go here in this one. Chesterton on top, 14-6. I wouldn't say this would be a huge stunner, but I think a lot of people would be surprised by this around the state.
Yeah, I agree. This is going to open some eyes. And again, it kind of opens up sectional 10 a little bit. That's going to be very competitive. And
normally you would think that this would have an effect on the standings in the DAC. I don't really know if it's going to matter too much if this holds. Gouveia out to the left side, has room to run, and he just trucks through the runners. He went through Tice Morris, but he did go down, so play will stop, but the clock will still go as he gets out across the 31.
He's a horse, Mike. That's the bottom line. He's a horse.
No question. So up to the 31-yard line. Where was the ball last spotted after the penalty?
About the 27.
So 20. Or was it 27 or 29?
Yeah, about the 27. 28 maybe.
So we'll say 6 yards on that pickup.
He's short.
He's going to be short.
I'm going to run this down, and I'm going to maybe call a timeout.
Yeah, they get to the
and
30.
Punt it.
So they mark it at about the 34. So picks up 3.
Mm-hmm. They're going to talk it over on the sideline. Maybe call a timeout as it gets closer to 0, the play clock. Maybe try to draw them off sides.
Yeah, try to do something just to get that pickup here.
Yeah.
I mean, you are up by a score. It's still a one-score game.
I don't think they're going to draw or call a play. Play clock's at 2.
And we did have a whistle, and we do have a timeout taken by Chesterton, so this may give them the time that they need. So they wanted to run the clock down as far as possible. And, this is a position, Coach, where I mean, this seems like 4-down territory to me at this point.
I punt the football, Mike.
You would?
I would. Valpo hasn't proven that they can really move the football significantly. Make him go the length of the field and
because this would be a position where you can pin him back pretty deep with a good kick.
Yeah. Or, what we got, 4th and 3, 4th and 1.
But I'll play devil's advocate here, Coach, and say, okay, you've got 4:40 left. If you pick up this first down, you're in control. It's not like you're in scoring position right now. I mean, you still got a good chunk of the way to go. I mean, I can see I can see the play call either way. So I guess we'll find out. What do the analytics say?
Punt.
Punt? Okay.
The ball's on the 34-yard line. I mean, you have. I would.
Well, you said probably on average, if I were to count all this up and unofficially. I have 34 carries for Govea today at 210 yards. That's, again, unofficial.
That's old school numbers, man.
I mean, and who is out here?
I don't know. They brought here comes the punt team.
It's the punt team, okay. Again, could try to do some trickery here.
They could.
That'd be fun.
Nothing to lose.
25 on the play clock. So on to punt was Mace Redman. And this one will bounce. It doesn't take the bounce they're looking for, but now it takes a roll out across the 40. Trying to get it to that 35 as close as they can, but it lays down at about the 38-yard line. So Valpo will take over there. So not terrible field position. But yeah, I mean, you talk about Valpo, they haven't really shown that they can move the ball well tonight.
No, that's why I say you kick it.
Run or pass.
Yeah, not consistently.
Which is very uncharacteristic for Valparaiso.
Yeah, we know, again, they're missing Stokes, their number 1 receiver, but for me, Berta, he's your guy, and you got to put him in space to make plays.
Man in motion. Berta.
That's not Berta.
That's not Berta. It's number 5.
That might be a late hit.
That's Gage Finley. He was in motion on the play, and we'll see the huge pickup for Finley, and then we'll have a flag on top of it.
Yeah, that's going to be a late hit, probably 15 more yards.
Well, that's going to put Valpo right in scoring position for sure.
Yeah, nice little counter play. They really sealed this left side of the line.
So we'll see where they officially spot the ball, and then we'll get the announcement. So I think they officially marked it at the 34 the other way.
So it's at the 19-yard line. Finley's the guy we saw 2 years ago also, Mike, that I thought would have a bigger year. You never know what's within the makeup of a team. If he's been injured, whatever, I thought his numbers would be better or he'd have more of an impact on the offense, but you just never know. But we saw him a couple years ago. He was electric. He was dynamic. With him and Berta in the backfield,
Gage Finley, somebody that hasn't, made his presence known here in this game until just now. Certainly the guy that we remember name-wise for this Valpo team. The 6-foot junior. Berta runs ahead, now to the left side, out across the 15. And they will officially mark it inside the 15, so at the 14-yard line, so it's a pickup of 5, and that's kind of a very Thomas Berta run.
Yeah, again, that's moving the pile, and when you got Finley kind of pulling backers as he goes in motion to the right, kind of opens things up for Berta going to the left, and as he jump cut to the left.
So up to the 14-yard line. Berta just to the left hip of Hosick. McKenzie in motion. Berta, left side, gets tripped up at the 10. In there on the tackle, as you've mentioned already tonight a few times, Roberto Stabolito.
Yeah, they're really spreading Chesterton out right now. They're putting guys in motion. And when the backs from Chesterton are chasing the motion man, it's really opening up that middle. There's a big void in the middle. And the Valpo offensive line is really doing a great job right now.
So this is 3rd down and 1 for the Vikings. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Finley back in there at running back. Finley gets the ball. Finley gets the first down. And he gets pushed back by a whole host of Trojans, but he gets the job done. He gets the Four Seasons Mechanical first down as they will spot the ball at the 7-yard line. So it's a pickup of 3.
For piping hot pizza delivered right to your door, call Squeegee's Pizza of Griffith. Squeegee's is located at 106 South Broad Street in Griffith. Give them a call at 219-924-6000. Pickup or delivery. It's Squeegee's Pizza of Griffith. The best on Broad.
And Finley gets that carry and is down to the 1-yard line. Trying to move to the line quickly, and Chesterton taking their time getting up, but they're trying to move.
Oh, they have time. The clock's no issue. The issue is right now someone's got to be figuring out a 2-point play.
Quarterback keep.
He might be no one's set there. It might be a false start.
Yeah, so false start. Good call, Coach.
Yeah, they got to get set. They kind of went a little quick. You got to get set for a beat. That one can come back. Could hurt him a little bit. But the time is no issue right now. They got their timeouts. But they're going to have to go for 2 if they are to score.
So with the penalty, back to the 6-yard line. It's 2nd down. Berta to the left. Berta into the end zone. For a Viking touchdown.
Yeah, they're sending that motion, the guy from the left to the right, and the backer's following him. And that's just leaving that open in the middle. That's tough to do in the red zone. It's tough to go zone in the red zone, Mike. You got to stay man. It's hard, but Valpo's definitely found something in the Chesterton defense there.
And now looking for the 2-point play. It is a 2-point game right now with 1:48 to go. Trying to tie this one up. So from the 2. McKenzie in motion. Berta runs ahead, and Berta is in for the 2-point play.
Yeah, they keep doing the same thing. You see it? They're setting the slot in motion, and the defense is chasing the motion man. Just stay home and stick on Berta.
So we are tied at 14-all here at Valparaiso. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. For years, I've helped your family and friends save on their car insurance. And now I've returned to rescue you from high prices. Whether you have a perfect driving record or a not-so-perfect record, Follow me to the Crowell Agency for immediate and affordable coverage. I'm your insurance superhero. Crowell Companies, insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Welcome back to Valparaiso. We've got a Quintel kickoff. Brought to you by Quintel Incorporated in a 14-all ball game between Chesterton and Valparaiso. You talk about one of the fun rivalries in Northwest Indiana. Nothing really gets better than Chesterton and Valparaiso, and they're proving that here. And this one is going to be taken inside the 5. Chesterton trying to get a big return if they can. They get out across the 20. So if you're Valparaiso, that's a good start just because of the fact that you want them to have to go a long way to be able to score. But the problem is they can use that time and wind it down the clock and then go for the last shot if they really wanted. Quintel Incorporated, by the way, specializing in the reconditioning, repairing, and remanufacturing of heat exchangers.
Yeah, these first couple plays will dictate how they're going to drive. Because, if Valpo might be in a hurry to get the ball back. If they start stuffing Chesterton here a little bit, they could be, they think they might have found something offensively.
So they start at the 22, and I hate to be this guy, but then you start to think also, should we have gone for it on 4th down?
Sure.
So Perez with Govea. Hands off, tries to find the room, gets stopped immediately, but still pushing his way through, gets up to the 25. And maybe an extra yard at 26, maybe?
See, I think Valpo's calling timeouts. They want the ball back.
Yeah, absolutely. So 26-yard line is where they've got it spotted. That's a pickup of 4 for Govea. Don't forget, we've got awards we're going to hand out at the end of this one. We got that Crowell Companies Langerman Superhero of the game. Normally by this point in the game, we usually have a pretty good idea, but we don't have anything locked in stone at this point. We've also had some of the most electrifying plays. Brought to you by IBEW 697. Visit IBEW697.org to find out how you can start a career as a union electrician.
I thought that diving play here in front of us was pretty good, right? Who was that receiver?
That was Austin McKenzie.
Who's in there?
That's a good question.
Is Mia there?
I don't know. I will. Mike, if you're there, text us. He might be out calling the game. I don't know. If he is, I'm sure there's been some kind of a food wager bet between him and Skibbs out there.
I'm sure. That was my point. He gave me some good Chicago food advice. Thanks, Mike.
All right, 3rd down here, 3rd and short. Govea, left side, runs through, gets the 1st down. He is up to the 47-yard line. Picks up 4 on the play.
Take one shot. I would like to see him take one shot.
Well, you got 1st down here. Do you do it on 1st down?
Are you gonna spike it? There it is.
So they spike it there.
That took 3 seconds.
Well, we are in Valpo.
13 seconds, 13 and a half seconds, and you got 55. I mean, you're gonna run a draw. How daring do you want to be here? Right.
I say go for it.
Take one shot.
Do your thing.
You're playing the number 1 team in Indiana on their field.
I see 2 wide receivers.
They are playing 3 deep though. Throw it.
And we've got whistles.
False start.
So that's going to back you up. So you're at the 47, so you're about to 42. Does that take a different approach here now?
I'd still take one shot. Take one shot. But they are putting some different personnel in there. They had some flyers in there, some little fast guys. Now they're bringing their...
McSoffin coming out.
Yeah, they're bringing their horses back in. Maybe run a draw and play for overtime.
Do have 11.1 left. The officials are conferring and talking about everything, making sure they have everything right. Crossing their T's and dotting their I's. Or some say crossing their I's and dotting their T's.
Yeah.
So they add 2 more seconds onto the clock, and the ball will be spotted at the 42-yard line. So
Gavia's off the field right now. He just left.
So they've got about 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. So Perez looks to step up. He's got guys behind him. He's got room to run the first down, slides inside the 40. That's a big pickup.
You either spike it or call a timeout. Spike it.
They have to stop the clock to move the chains.
You got to put the ball down and spike it right away. Get set.
So ball at the 38-yard line, I believe.
Is he calling a timeout? He might have called a timeout, Mike.
I thought Chesterton would have timeouts. So
they have timeouts, but I think they were trying to get away with it. But
so ball is marked at the 38. Hey, these are getting tense around here, huh?
yeah, we said they were kind of heating up.
So the ball was on the 42, and now at the 38. So a 20-yard run for Perez. That's pretty impressive. Puts him at just under, around 40 yards rushing unofficially for the Trojans.
By the stats that we have, their field goal kickers have not attempted a field. Well, they've attempted 1 field goal. They're 0 for 1 on the year. Extra points, they are 11 out of 12.
And that's coming into tonight, not including tonight.
Not including tonight. So
2 for 2 tonight.
Yeah.
And only Valpo has attempted a field goal, 2 of 3 on the night for Faunder.
So my point is, could you run a quick out and get your field goal kicker a chance?
I mean, that would.
We
got 5.1. Or do you just run to try to get the Hail Mary right here?
You're just going to throw it as far as you can.
Well, we're going to see what kind of arm Perez has or what kind of leg somebody's got.
I'm going to throw it to my tallest guy here, number 80 from Chesterton.
So first down with 5 seconds to go. The snap. Perez steps up. Gets away from the defense. This will be the final play in regulation. Throws it to the end zone. And it's out of bounds. So we're going to overtime here at Valpo.
That's it.
So the incomplete.
We got a flag there, Mike.
Oh, hold on.
There might be a holding on Chesterton.
But that would still, because Marshall will decline that. So that'll just, that'll end it in regulation.
Now, remember I said this, and I did say this while they were winning. This is a gritty effort by Chesterton. Remember I said that. It is. Win, lose, or draw, to lose their quarterback this week and compete the way they have.
So we'll take a moment here and, you want to go through overtime rules here?
Yeah, they'll put the ball like in the, I believe it's a 25 or the 30. You'll get 4 downs to score.
So it's kind of like an NCAA.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get first downs. But, and then the other team will get a chance to match it. If you win the coin flip here, you usually want to go on defense first, so you know what you need when you get the ball.
Fair enough.
I believe the second time, they might have changed it, but the second time, if it was to tie in the first overtime, the second time I believe they have to go for 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not going to expect field goals, but
right.
Do you think does that put Valpo in a little bit of an advantage having...
I don't know. Gavia's been a horse all night. I mean, how could you?
Well, I'm just thinking about the field goal opportunities.
Oh, sure.
That's.
Yes.
I mean, if you're in a position, if you're 4th down and you have a chance to kick to get the 3 points, but then, Chesterton has attempted 1.
Yeah.
I didn't say they can't do it.
But Chesterton would get a chance to answer, so they would get the ball.
Right, but are they going to? If they get to a 4th down situation, are they going to go for the field goal, or are they going to go for the touchdown?
Right. That's the idea. Well, that's the importance of special teams, and Valpo has always been very strong field goal kickers. It's kind of like field goal high school.
Right.
The other guy that went to Penn State, he played for the Jets. He's bounced around the NFL.
So are they waiting to...
they're going to talk.
They're going to get some captains out here.
Yep.
And they're going to discuss who gets the ball first. So exciting night here at Valparaiso High School.
Yeah, again, we wouldn't expect anything else. You kind of throw the stats out, the rankings out.
Yeah, this rivalry is always something else. It's been very Valpo dominated in the regular season the last number of years. I believe I had to go back to 2014, the last time that Chesterton won in the regular season.
Yeah. And the one thing that's impressed me, too, is there was never any panic on the Valpo side.
No.
When they were down. They were down 8 points, you know.
Well, I mean, they had that, you know, a couple weeks ago here at... Coach Simpson was explaining the overtime rules.
It is a tail.
So this all gets discussed. Coach Marshall will discuss this with his players before they get out there.
Oh, yeah, they know what they want.
You know, based on what the coin says. But Valparaiso, week 2 of the high school season, I mean, they had so many penalties in the first half. They were down 21-0 at one point in the first half, Coach. And then Julian Stokes breaks off for a kickoff return for the touchdown late with about 1:14 left in the first half. And then they scored 3 more unanswered after that. So they've been in those situations. They played a tight game for most of the time against Michigan City last week. So they're playing some pretty gritty games here to start 2024.
Yeah, just no panic. Again, you've been in those games, you know, even when they're state run, when they're heading down there. I mean, there was no panic, and they did.
The Trojans will step aside for just a minute. You're watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling.
Berta, left side, gets tackled.
Oh, his helmet
and
came
we
off.
Lost the helmet. Now
he's got to come out of the play for a play.
Let me ask you this, because I thought I saw a Chesterton Trojan rip the helmet off. Does that still mean he has to come out?
He's coming out.
Oh, that's rough. Because I don't think it didn't just come off on. I think it was ripped off.
Second and 10 for the Vikings.
So no gain on the play, back to the
Or they can call a timeout, I believe, if they wanted to call a timeout. But I don't know if you want to burn a timeout right here.
So Berta
but the play clock is ticking.
Yeah, you're down to 2. I'm sorry, you're down to 5. Hosick gonna keep. Gets wrapped up and taken down.
They're running the same play. Did you see it? Yeah.
Adam Couric. Was that 65 out there?
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
Yep. But they're running that same play with the motion over and over again. The first time they gave it to Bird, the second time they kept it. One of these times they might flip it up to Finley. They're going to run it from the other side.
So it's 3rd down here. And you have to score a touchdown. Berta back in.
Here he goes.
Man in motion, the snap. Hosick looking to throw. Hosick throws and caught in the end zone. McKenzie again.
What a nice pass. Nice zip pass there. Put it in a spot only his guy can get it. They're looking to go for 2. Their line wants to go for 2 right now. Look at this. Mike, this is it.
So they're going for the dagger.
They're going for 2. Or they're going to call a timeout.
They're going to call a timeout. They're going to talk this one over. I don't know. Do you want to, Coach, you're at home?
With their weapons, I mean, what do you do? Let's go for it. He might be out there asking the kids, what do you guys want to do? You want to go for it or do you want to tie it up? I said, no, let's
I mean,
go.
you start at the 2, right? So, I mean,
with all their guys,
with,
I mean,
with a guy like Berta, I mean, I know they've been stopping
you got Berta,
the
you got Finley, you got.
I believe he can.
Austin, right? Is that the receiver's
Austin
name?
McKenzie,
McKenzie, yeah. They're going for 2. Why not?
I've got McKenzie unofficially for the night at 66 yards.
Yeah. A lot of them on that diving play, but that was great hands right there. My goodness. Great play. Here we go.
Perez, by the way, only 1 touchdown passing this season. And they're going for the 2. They're going for the dagger and the win.
Well, let's see if they're going to set that guy on the left side in motion. Here he goes. He's stepping back.
McKenzie out to the left. The snap. Berta gets McKenzie with the reverse. The throw. Pass is caught. And into the end zone. 2-point play is good. And Valpo walks it off. And it's Hosick that makes the catch in the end zone.
It's kind of like that Philly special. You remember that play they ran in the Super Bowl that year, where they kind of snuck the quarterback in that corner, let him slip.
Hosick picks up his first catch of the year.
What a game!
Oh, how much fun was that? And in front of, I would argue, a pretty packed house here at Valpo tonight. An absolute thriller of a game, and ends in overtime, 22-21. I mean, you talk about, a lot of times, Coach, you look at your season, we're in week number 5. If you were to break the season up, I mean, there's 9 regular season weeks. When you break things up, the first 3 weeks are kind of getting to know your team, figuring out what works, what doesn't. The middle of the season is trying to set things in motion, and then you're really trying to play in those last 3 weeks and get hot at the right time and not get injured.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle of this regular season now. When you look back and you look at a team, if they were to make it to Indianapolis, this is one of those games you look back and say, look what we did here.
Yeah, I mean, again, you've got an experienced coaching staff, so they have all kinds of plays in their back pocket. You know, that's not the question. The question is, what, as we mentioned, they're both gritty teams. What a dogfight! And you had the Valpo had never panicked, never. You know, they never succumbed to the momentum was definitely on Chesterton's side. And how hard did Chesterton fight tonight?
Oh my gosh.
They just lost their quarterback this week, and then we know Valpo lost their number 1 receiver this week. But you know, and we don't know how long they'll be gone. But you know, so they're playing both teams a little shorthanded. And for 3 quarters, I mean, it was kind of like 2 bulls bumping into each other. I mean, it was kind of non-offensive. It was.
I mean, that's just DAC football right there.
Yeah.
Doolin Athletic Conference sports in general,
and it's healthy competition, Mike.
It is, and
you see guys knocking, you know, helping people up. You know what I mean? It was healthy competition, and this is always with these coaching staffs and these teams. It always is.
And I thought at some point in the third quarter that this one might get a little chippy the way this has been playing out, and it didn't turn into that. I mean, there is just so much mutual respect for both these programs, and I know Chesterton's going to take it, on the chin, and they're going to, wish they, had something to do over again. But, I mean, like you said, gritty and tough, and they really have nothing to hang their hats on or to hang their heads about because they played such a great game.
They just played the number 1 team in the state.
Absolutely.
So you're going to play.
They lost by a point.
At some point, you'll run into these guys in sectionals. In sectional 10, it'll be, I know it's very competitive. I think it's LaPorte and who's the other one in sectional 10. But anyway.
Is it Portage?
No, they're 6A. So it's Valpo, Chesterton, Michigan City, and LaPorte. And Michigan City is very good, So at some point, it's going to go, you're going to play another close game, and Coach Peterson is going to say, hey, we had them on the ropes at their place for 3.5 quarters. We had them in trouble. So we can compete with the best team in the state. We can do this. So.
All right, we're going to step aside for just a moment. We're going to crunch the numbers and get you our award winners on the other side. You're watching Game Night here on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
If you work with industrial, pneumatics, or hydraulics, and you're in need of maintenance or repair, you need the right connection. For over 20 years, Hose Connections in Hammond has been the premier leader in the hydraulics industry. Hose Connections is a one-stop shop for sales and service of pneumatics and hydraulics. Hose Connections continues to grow their network of industry contacts, which allows them to meet even your toughest expectations. To learn more, visit HoseConnectionsInc.com. Hose Connections in Hammond. Proven under pressure.
Welcome back to Game Night here on the Region Sports Network. Michael Brenner here along with the coach, Doug Nelson, trying to catch our breath a little bit. What a fun night here at Valpo, on a night where they recognize the current members of their Hall of Fame class for 2024. And then they win in a gutsy, gritty contest, 22-21. Your final, the Vikings improved to 3-0. In DAC play. Just an impressive performance by both sides here tonight. But let's go ahead and get our award winners in this one, Coach. It's time to name our Crowell Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. They are proud to recognize the superheroes on the gridiron.
Our superhero of the game has got to be Andrew Gavia, the junior from Chesterton. How many yards did he end up with?
I have him unofficially almost like just shy of 250.
Yeah, what a horse. Again, it's one of those games you hate to see any team lose.
And that's on 40. I have him, like I said, unofficially 40 carries for about just shy of 250 yards. Yeah,
and he was who they leaned on all night. And the teams down the road, with McCormick being out possibly, they're going to key on him. But he's a guy they can lean on, and that's why he's our superhero of the game.
And our Boilermakers Local 374 blue collar player of the game. Earn while you learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org.
We're going to go with the receiver from Valpo, Austin McKenzie. Made some flat-out horizontal plays down here, right? And
yep.
Big touchdown pass, and what a great when someone had to step up, they needed a big play. It was him tonight.
I believe he was part of. Was he part of every touchdown tonight that Valpo had? No, Berta had one. Berta had one rushing.
Yeah.
And then the 2-point play. So Berta was a part of a lot of the touchdowns, and then McKenzie was a part of the last 8 points as he caught the final touchdown and then threw the 2-point play, which that's a little foreshadowing. But, yeah, Austin McKenzie, I have him a little over 65 yards catching and about unofficially 4 catches, but it might have been more than that.
Yeah, in clutch moments.
Very big moments.
Big-time moments.
The diving play down here was impressive as well. All right, let's go ahead and name our play of the game presented by the Region Sports Network, and I believe we've got that queued up for you here.
Yeah, we're going to go with our 2-point conversion for Valpo there at the end. It was Austin McKenzie right to the pass to Hosick.
Yep.
Back to him. Again, it was like the little Philly special play they ran in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. And, again, these guys have been doing it a long time, and you had to open the playbook up a little bit. But they executed it perfectly and got to execute under pressure, and that's what they did.
Absolutely phenomenal game. Our executive producer is Chris Ramirez. Our operations manager is Rich Castillo. Coordinating producers are Zach Miller, the Swiss Army Knife, and then Justin Cole. Our sports director is Mike Dewan. Your broadcast crew tonight, myself, Michael Brenner, along with the coach, Doug Nelson. Joey Henrich doing a great job on production tonight. And then Scott Stessel doing a phenomenal job on camera as well. So, gentlemen, nice job tonight. Big thanks to the coaches, Coach Peterson and Coach Marshall for Chesterton and Valpo, respectively, for getting us everything we needed to prep for this week. Always classy guys, always willing to help out any possible way they can. Two of the best around Northwest Indiana. And then, of course, the athletic directors, Jeff Hamstra and Stacy Adams for Chesterton and Valpo, helping us out with everything we've needed. And, of course, you, the viewers, on Facebook, YouTube, regionsports.com, and IHSAATV.org. Without you all, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So thank you very much for tuning in. We will have more from the Centier Bank Studios in just a little bit. We'll have Region Football wrap-up for you on the other side. You are watching Game Night on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.